Hello, everybody at home. Today is November 6th, 2020. Tonight, the number 4 seed Coatesville Red Raiders take on the number 1 seed Pennridge Rams in the PIAA District 1 Semifinals here at the Helman/Grandview Health Stadium. For the Red Raiders, this is the 5th straight year playing in the semifinals. Pennridge is coming off of a 2-8 injury-riddled season, but have miraculously bounced back thanks to the return of star linebacker Shane Hartzell, who plans to join Coatesville's Ricky Ortega at Villanova next year. The Rams' last appearance in the district semis was 2012, and a tragic loss to Springford, who fell to Coatesville the following week, giving the Red Raiders the first of 3 district titles last decade. Pennridge has given up just 29 points in 5 games this season, while Coatesville has allowed 44 points in 4 games. Hey everybody, my name is Jude here with your play-by-play for tonight. You might remember me from last week with our assistant principal, Scott Hegen. Tonight I am joined here by my fellow student and friend, Rudra Bengali.
Thanks, Jude. As he said, I'm Rudra Bengali. I'm here with your call commentary for today. I was presented this opportunity, and I could not turn it down. It's a great opportunity, and I can't wait to watch the game. It's going to be a good one today.
So what are your predictions for tonight?
I think it's going to be very close, no matter what it is.
Absolutely.
I honestly don't know who will win. It's going to be a crazy physical game. I heard from... I talked to Coach Muller the other day, and I was like, hey, so what are you worried about? And he was like, this team is very physical. If we're not physical enough, then we're not going to be able to stop them. And I heard that you were watching some film the other day, and you said that number 9, I think it was
yeah, they have a very, very deadly offense. They're going to be running a lot of running plays tonight, especially on the Coatesville side. And their plan, I think, for Coatesville, in order to take this game, they need to shut down the run on the Pennridge side. The Pennridge Rams have just been absolutely deadly this year off of the run. They've flipped their entire offensive strategy this year, and so far have been very successful with it. If Coatesville wants any chance at winning this game, which they do have a big chance, they need to shut down the run absolutely.
And I think they're trying really hard for it, because when I went down and talked to the coach earlier, he said that they were putting 8 people in the box, which means they're putting 8 people close to the line to help stop the run. That's so they're trying very hard for the run. Yeah,
absolutely. They're 2 undefeated teams here playing in the first round of the playoffs. Both teams have been pretty, I wouldn't say blowing out, but have just been winning by a large margin. This is probably going to be one of the first head-to-head. The point differential, the Pennridge Rams are predicted to win by 1 point. Anything can happen. This is a toss-up game. This is going to be a super physical, high-intense game. I can't wait to see it.
It's going to be a fun game to watch.
All right, now the band is warming up, and we will head to them for a quick pregame performance.
photographer, and drill design, Bob Garnett. Pennridge Marching Band would like to extend a special thank you to our parents for their continuous assistance, and to the Pennridge High School and District Administration, as well as our school board for their ongoing support for this and all performing arts programs. Major Cameron and Major Bull is the crew ready. Pennridge Marching Rams, you may get underway.
Ready, Luke? grab your stuff. We're going to head up there. Follow Mr. Keith. Follow Mr. Stevenson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Helman Field here at Grandview Health Stadium for tonight's District 1 playoff matchup in the Coatesville Red Raiders and your Pennridge Rams. Pennridge High School would like to remind us, Urban One League promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating acts that officials, student athletes, or team representatives will not be tolerated. Individuals making such remarks may be removed from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and the use of artificial noisemakers are prohibited. give a warm Pennridge welcome to Coach Matt Ortega and the Coatesville Red Raiders.
I don't give a fuck. For what? For what? I got mine on. He was waiting out the door for me to take it off. What, you have a cross? Oh, shh.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we invite you all to stand and face the flag as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem by our very own Henry Martin Rain.
All right, and welcome back. We are about to kick off. We are 6 minutes until kickoff between the Pennridge Rams and the Coatesville Red Raiders. So me and Rudra were talking a little bit more about what it will take for each team to take the victory today. And as we said, it's going to be a very close game. It is going to be super nail-biting till the end.
Absolutely.
So both teams are going to play super physically. I think that the biggest thing for the Coatesville Red Raiders to focus on this game is shutting down the running game for the Pennridge Rams. They have dominated this entire season, smoked every team 5-0 in the conference. They need to shut down the running game, especially by Villanova commit Shane Hartzell, number 40. And for the Pennridge Rams, in order to keep this flow going and advance to the next round of the playoffs, they're going to need to do the same. Coatesville is going to try to run the ball more because of Pennridge Rams' suffocating pass defense. I think that both teams are, as competitive and as physical as both teams are. I would not be surprised to see a little bit of conflict on the field tonight, guys getting in their faces. That's what tonight is all about. Friday night football, all about competition. Wouldn't you agree?
I absolutely agree. Going off of what you said, they'll have to stop Shane Hartzell. He's currently our leading rusher with 34 carries for 302 yards and 3 touchdowns. Yeah, he is going to be absolutely physical this game, and he is going to be one of the keys for Pennridge this game.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see what's happening. It looks like Pennridge is on the receiving side to start out the game here. We've had some Pennridge has had some good returns this year. Let's see if they can start off this game with a fiery return.
Just last week, Shane Hartzell had a kick return touchdown as well.
Oh yeah, that was exciting to watch. All right, both teams are getting ready here. The game is about to be underway. We are starting 5 minutes early, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here is the kickoff. All right, it is going to be returns. Number 2 down at about the 35, 36-yard line.
Return to
Third and 35 yards line. The Rams will take over.
On the return was Fabian Padman.
So Fabian was in my Spanish class last year, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. Was it last year? I believe. No, it was 2 years ago. Fabian was in my Spanish class with Mrs. Rudra. It was a fun time.
All right, lining up in the shotgun formation here. They will look to throw on the first play complete. Oh, and he has room to run. First play of the game. That is number 14, Adam Mossbrook, with the incredible reception and return for a touchdown. First play of the game, number 11, quarterback Bobby Croyle, complete to number 14, Adam Mossbrook, for an incredible 60-yard touchdown. What a way to start the game, right?
Absolutely. Fun time.
All right, let's see this read play here. They will look to throw on the first play complete. Oh, and he has room to run. First play of the game. That is number 14 has room to run there. Takes it all the way to the end zone with 6 up on the board for the Rams. Total of 16 seconds into the game so far. Rams have already started to dominate on the offensive side. Kick is up, and kick is good by number 9, Brandon Shire.
Speaking about the run earlier, how they had to stop the run, if they can get the pass going, they are not going to be easy to stop, as you just saw. Now the Coatesville is probably not going to know exactly what to do, because before they were lining up to stop the run, and now they just had a one-play touchdown from a pass. So
might be enough to shake them up.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they bring now.
You know, with plays like that, it is so hard, especially like with two competitive teams like that, when one team just comes out with an absolute haymaker of a play, the first play of the game is 60-yard return for a touchdown. This team is going to need to come back strong in order to, to keep that mentality for this game, that this is going to be a close one, that they're not going home, losing by a large margin like most of Pennridge's opponents.
Absolutely. Well, Pennridge is setting up for the kickoff.
I'm very excited to see what Coatesville is going to bring to the offensive table today.
That was a much quicker turnaround than I was expecting.
Number 9, Brandon Shire on the kickoff. Be returned around the 5-yard line. Caught, bobbled, dropped. Speed return is going to be tackled at about the 25-yard line.
Kickoff return. Taking down number 2.
It was number 15, Owen Ellis on the return there. You see, this team is a little bit rattled right now.
I say, yeah, you can see that right off the bat with that fumble. You could tell.
Yeah, the bobbled return there. Let's see how they set up on offense. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of pistol formation like this one, or a shotgun formation here. Lining up with 2 receivers on the side with a jet sweep to the left side, and they will hand off first play of the game. Oh, and it is just sucked up at the line of scrimmage by the Pennridge defense.
Well, our defensive line has been great this season. Our secondary last week was a little bit shaken up throughout the game, but at the end they pulled through, and our defensive line has been absolutely amazing, as you can just saw.
Oh yeah, for sure. The defensive line has been crucial in stopping every single one of the Pennridge so far. Oh, deep pass. It's going to be way overthrown. Quarterback number 14, Harrison Susi. Third and 12, first possession for the Red Raiders. This is early look, not looking too strong for the Raiders and very strong for the Rams. Coming out with two teams, you got to adjust. The whole game plan of the Red Raiders was they needed to stop the run and they needed to run.
Absolutely.
And starting off, the Rams are coming out with a pass that the Raiders were just not ready for. And now, obviously, the run is being shut down. I feel that the Raiders are kind of like, what's going to happen now? How are we going to adjust? Let's see what they do here. Running over the shotgun formation, running back offset, and flag on the play. It looks like it is going to be a false start on the offense. That'll move them back 5 more yards.
Yeah, You know, it's funny. The past 2 games, they have passed it under 5 times. So that first pass being a touchdown, that was... I'm honestly not sure whether that was just a good play or it was just a fluke. Lucky, maybe.
Well, of course, the whole Pennridge offense has just been about running. Oh, and pass is just short and incomplete there. Pressure by the defensive line forced the quarterback to throw a bad pass. Oh, and there's a flag down.
Personal foul.
It would be a personal foul call on roughing the passer. The ball will be taken forward. The ball will be moved forward to a first down. That might be what Coatesville needs to move this drive forward, because they were looking at 3rd and long with a pressuring defensive line. They needed to throw up some pass to just get to the first down marker. Now that is what I call a miracle.
Yes, it is.
Very beginning of the game, that could have just been what they needed. Maybe they even get some points on the board just to keep them in close at the beginning of the game, and obviously they're going to hand it off here. Very, very strong run. That's what they needed.
It seems like that was a reset.
That game's good enough for a Coatesville first down.
And that's what the Coatesville offense was supposed to do early on.
How flipped is this? We were saying that Pennridge is going to be running well and Coatesville's going to be passing well. It's absolutely flipped right now.
Exactly. They're lined up in looks like a pistol formation. Running back in the back, they will hand it off again to Demetrius McLean Jackson. Pickup of about 1, maybe.
Number 33.
All right, the Coatesville offense will once again line up in the shotgun formation with an offset running back to the left. They decide to hand it. Oh no! It is a QB sneak up the middle, gain of about 2 yards. Harrison Susi there with the tuck and run.
That was a new formation. That's not one I've seen. It had one wide receiver on either side, and the center was stacked on the offense.
So we're about 2 minutes, 15 seconds into the game. What have you seen so far on either? I know it's early, but what have you seen so far on either side?
Well, at this point, Coatesville is...
Oh, pass there is deflected. And that'll be number 16, Tim Yensha.
What I was saying was I think Coatesville is going to have to adjust very quickly to what they're seeing.
Yes, for sure.
And I honestly just want to see what happens when the Rams offense comes back on, what they're going to adjust to, because...
Yeah, let's see. It was interesting that the first drive of the game, they started out with a pass. I'm sure that nobody in this stadium thought that was going to turn into a touchdown the first play of the game, but it did. And now you know the Coatesville defense has to look out for that pass. They have no choice. Oh, and it was fumbled by Hegen. The ball will be secured by the waiting on the call. It looks like it will be Coatesville ball. And Coatesville secures the fumble there. Fabian Padden fumbles the ball in a return there. Recovered by the Coatesville Red Raiders at the 14-yard line. Let's talk about miracles. Obviously, coming down their first drive of the game was shut down almost immediately, saved by a penalty flag, and then shut down. And now they get the ball back in the red zone. They have a chance to tie this game up early on right now.
How crazy is this? It has not even been 4 minutes, and there has been all types of craziness in this game already.
Zoom sweep there. Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
The flicker pass to number 9 in the end zone there. Abdul Sabr Stewart with the catch. That'll be a touchdown for the Coatesville Red Raiders.
That was a pass by not the quarterback at that time.
Yeah.
So
I think pulled out something special there.
I think that may have been a Philly special type look.
Philly special. The Coatesville special. All right, lining up for the extra point here. Let's see if they can tie up the Rams early on. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-7 apiece. 9:13 to go in the first quarter. A lot of action so far in just the first few minutes of the first quarter.
Yes, it is. Pennridge defense stayed strong for that second drive, and then they had to go back on very quickly. So that was a tough turnaround for them. That would have been a tough defend as it was, as close as it was too.
And obviously, number 9 is a 6'1", 190-pound wide receiver, very physical guy, catching that Philly special type pass that I'm sure the defense was not ready for. The flick back, what I thought was just going to be a simple zoom sweep to the right side, seeing if they can get some yardage to advance further into the red zone, turn it into a Philly special pass to the end zone for a touchdown. That is definitely sparked the Coatesville team right here.
Yes, it will. I'm curious to see if they'll run any more trick plays, because that seemed to work. So
it's always exciting to see a trick play, especially early on in a game like this. You can tell that when nothing else is working, you got to pull out something like the Philly special to catch the team off guard. Even though it's been a purely offensive game, you can tell that they are struggling with the defense on both sides. All right, they have number 2, Fabian, in the back for the Rams here to return once again after his fumble that led to the successful Coatesville play. It will be returned by number 6, Joey Kasserich.
Take it down number 44 of your graduate.
So obviously the Coatesville Red Raiders, this is their 5th straight game. This is the 5th straight year heading to the semifinals, and the Rams obviously coming off of a 2-8 season. We've talked about this if you've watched the live streams. The Rams have made an incredible turnaround this year, and they are 5-0, put over the Coatesville Red Raiders. Honestly, we have not seen a Rams team like this in a very long time. The question is, will they be able to hold on against the 5 straight-time district champions, Coatesville Red Raiders?
Well, the challenge is going to be in not making silly mistakes like we just saw earlier with that fumble. If Pennridge can keep the silly mistakes to a minimum, then I think they can get some good plays. And as you can see, that run was just stopped. So they're so far succeeding, even though it's been one run play.
All right, it'll be a handoff inside there by number 7. C.J. Shoemake with the return. All right, Rams are set up in a 3rd and 3 situation. Probably going to go with another run, trying to pick up a first down. Coatesville might anticipate, though. We might see another passing play. There's going to be a lot of last-minute flips in this game here, a lot of scrambling. So my prediction is it's going to become a very defensive game soon.
I think so.
All right, right there, you see the defense locks up the quarterback, Bobby Coyle, who tries to sneak off to the left-hand side. And as I said, the defense on the Coatesville Red Raiders will turn over the ball. Now I have another chance at a new drive.
So Bobby Mossbrook, who caught that touchdown earlier for, what was it, around 60 yards? He is currently our leading target as a receiver with 7 receptions for 88 yards. He does not have a touchdown, though. That would be his first.
I mean, in an offense where you're focused just around running the ball and that's it, it is very, I'm sure it's going to be rare to have a receiver with a ton of touchdowns. But as long as you can have a confident, consistent wide receiver that is just going to keep this offense going. When you're faced with a defense that will shut down the running play, as you see, Bobby Kylea has been super successful. He's had many rushing touchdowns so far this season in 5 games, and I think that the Coatesville Raiders were ready for that. They know that he can double as a running back plus / quarterback, and they were suspecting that. They anticipated it perfectly. The Rams are going to have to switch it up here. They're going to have to start passing more if they want to stay inside this game.
And I don't know if that'll be an issue, because we saw the first play of the game that maybe that was a fluke, because again, that cornerback was slipped up earlier. So who knows, maybe if that cornerback was still up.
A lot of commotion in the stands here.
The crowd is riled up about something. The crowd is very riled up about a no call.
It's not just the teams that are competitive, but loves the spirit in this arena right now.
There's the flag.
I'm sure that all Pennridge fans are super fired up about this season, especially when you have a call like that that's sort of up in the air. You're going to be fired up about it. You know, when you're the team that hasn't played well in the past few years, suddenly turning around to have such an amazing team this year, you're going to want to jump up and yell for every single play that doesn't seem to go to plan. And number 32 with the reception
Here is
there. Dylan Powers will take it all the way to the hole, and we see right there the passing play again will work for the Pennridge Rams. They have successfully turned it around for the second passing touchdown of the game.
The past 5 games, they have rushed like for the majority of the plays, and all of a sudden they have turned this into a passing team. I don't know how they could have turned around so quickly.
Every single play doesn't seem to a lot of credit to the coach, especially number 32.
Here is
Dylan Powers rushing game is going to be more shut down than ever playing this Coatesville defense, and they have done a wonderful job so far with Adam Mossbrook with that amazing reception, and then right here, number 32, Dylan Powers with the reception turning into a touchdown. The extra point is up, and it is good. The Pennridge Rams will go up 14-7 against the Coatesville Red Raiders.
This has been 2 big play touchdowns now. Do you think they're going to switch from the 8 people in the box to now focusing on the backfield?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to see, definitely. I think that the Rams just, above all, they need to just keep doing what they're doing. If the run isn't there, obviously they tried with Bobby Kylea, and they were trying to rush it up the middle, and they got a few good looks at a number 7. We got CJ Shoemake with the one for like. But yeah, they just need to keep up with the passing. All right, and in a second we will go to sideline reporting with Scott Hegen.
Mr. Hegen from the sidelines tonight. Welcome back to Pennridge football. We got 2 huge touchdowns by the Rams. Bobby Kylea throwing to Adam Mossbrook, and then Dylan Powers. We're starting out with a 14-7 lead with 7:12 to go in the first. See you in a little bit.
All right, kickoff here. We caught it at about the 10-yard line. We brought down at about the 25 here. Let's see what the Red Raiders can pull out on this drive.
Take it down with number 18, Michael McPhelin.
This has been a very spread out team. This every time that I've seen Pennridge play, there's been many different people playing at many different positions. It's been it's a very well-rounded team, I should say.
Oh, definitely. You can move players in and out. This is an absolute chess formation for the Pennridge offense and defense. You guys playing on offense as linebackers and then turning into running backs on offense. This Pennridge team has just utilized players being able to play multiple positions to their advantage, and we've seen that so far this entire season.
Absolutely. I know even the quarterback sometimes, he's playing safety sometimes. I saw that one week.
Quarterback will keep it himself. Pass is complete. First down is picked up. Pass complete to number 5. Boulder Eubanks with the reception. All right, again, you see them line up in the shotgun formation here. Running back offset to the left. And another QB sneak up the middle. He'll gain about 2 yards.
We just talked about Pennridge being able to switch out players very easily. Number 5, Boulder Eubanks, is listed as their punter who just caught that pass for a first down.
I feel like on a team, not just with these two teams, but in general, having players that you can move in and out of positions is huge. That you just know can put in a position and they'll deliver for you. And they, both sides of the ball. Ooh. False start there. Seems to be on number 8, Coatesville Red Raiders there. Started a little early. And that ball will be moved back 5 yards.
Something for our NFL fans out there. For the past 5 games, when I've talked to people, I've heard a lot of comparisons with our team with Pennridge's team to be compared to the Ravens and the Titans.
Ravens and the Titans. Oh, and short pass is going to be complete there. We'll move it back up to about the line of scrimmage.
Taking out number 33,
Quick shout out to former wide receiver of last year's Rams football team, Connor Pleible. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously, the change from last year this year has been tremendous. So I'm sure that the last year's players, the graduating players of the 2020 or 2019 class, are super excited to see this team performing so well out here. All right, they will line up in the shotgun formation once again. They'll draw back for a pass. Long pass is going to be complete to number 15. Number 15, Melina Dwayne with the reception there. And that was an absolute dot. Caught it right at his chest. You need a quarterback like that who can deliver for you on long plays when you need a lot of yards to go. Another short pass complete off to the right side again. Number 15, Melina Dwayne. Obviously a pretty favorite target for the quarterback early on here.
That was a tough tackle right there, and that's how they're going to have to keep playing. As you can see, they're depending on run after catch yards. So if they can't continuously tackle, then there's going to be an issue there.
Look, they keep lining up in the shotgun formation, but it changes every time, whether they're going to hand it off or they're going to pass. That keeps the defense on their feet there. And you see number 14 with the run and then flick out to number 3. You take it out to about the 17-yard line.
Ooh, wow. That was a tough truck by number 3 right there.
These teams play physical.
Yeah, they've both been playing very physically so far.
Are lining up in a pistol formation here. Will be a handoff in the back. He will be swallowed up by the Pennridge Rams defensive line. And that is what they have excelled at this year, is the run up the middle. They have done a great job of just swallowing that running back as soon as he stepped over the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely. Those defensive edges have covered the outside also pretty beautifully.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's been any huge runs against the Rams earlier in the season. So it's going to be tough to run against this team. And as you can see, they've been passing a few times. They've had short passes, but even the passing, they've been stepping up a little bit.
The wide receivers widespread across the board. And he will draw back for a pass, which will be complete to number 6 for the touchdown, DeMonte Reason. So coming into this game with Coatesville wanting to run the ball and then stop the run, both teams, the only touchdowns that have been scored have just been passing plays. 2 for the Rams and 2 for the Coatesville Red Raiders. So obviously both teams coming in there and getting stopped up front and just had to deliver on some other form of offense, and both teams have delivered so far. And for a game that was projected to be a 21 to 20 point game, already tied. Or see if the kick is good here. Already tied at 14 apiece within the first quarter. We still have about 4 minutes to go.
This is going to be a very high-scoring game.
In a game where I thought that the defense was definitely going to take over and it was just going to be about who is going to beat the other team's defense, the offense, especially the passing game on both offenses, has been tremendous. And now it's just going to be, okay, well, how do you stop the passing game on both offenses? Number 15, Melina Duane, and then number 6, DeMonte Reason. Really helped on that last drive there. Obviously, number 6, DeMonte Reason with the touchdown grab and the many yards picked up by number 15, Melina Duane. I expect to see a lot more of them, especially with this passing game working. I do not see a stoppage, any short of passing plays for Coatesville right now.
It seems like they're getting back on track to how they usually are. I think that that first touchdown helped them a lot. Mm-hmm. That fumble to a touchdown helped them a lot.
Yeah.
It got them reset to how they usually play.
Sometimes you just need exterior things like that get you back on track. You know, it's just things happen in the game sometimes, and you just got to shake it off, not let it get to your head. Obviously, the number 2, Fabian Padvin, fumbled on there. We saw another bobbled return on the Coatesville side. You just got to get it out of your head, you know what I mean? But definitely it can fire up the other team when stuff goes your way. It can help you get it into the end zone.
I think there's a lot of pressure in this game as well, being that it is a postseason game.
It is win or go home.
Oh my God.
Arm there.
Wow.
By number 6, Joey Kasserek.
Seeing some more of that physicality that's going to be needed from both teams here.
Definitely. Let's see what the Rams line up with for the start of this drive. Line up in another shotgun formation here with a running back offset to the right side of number 11, Bobby Croyle. Will be a jet sweep, hand off to number 14, Adam Mosbrook. We gain about 3 yards.
Hand up number 14, Adam Mosbrook. Gain is 3 on the play.
Well, there's the runs that we have the whole season, and I think that now that they have the passing going, they're going to have to get the run going. The run has been stopped a few times they've been doing it. Right here, they just had a gain for a few yards. If they can keep pounding at it, then they might be able to wear the defense out.
That's the challenge for Pennridge. You know Coatesville is going to adjust, and they're going to adjust to the passing game, and now you got to see if you're going to get the running game going. Obviously, they're trying it a little bit more here. And it's working. They're progressing little by little, but pick up about 3 or 4 yards there will set them up for 3rd and short.
Jack Ferguson. 4-yard gain of play. Sets up 3rd and 2 for the Rams.
3rd and 2 here. I'm expecting to see another run just to pick up a few yards, get the first down going. After 2 electric passing drives by the Rams, I'm sure they are, expecting the defense to recover now, and they're going to try to run the ball a little bit more. And out there to number 36, Braden Land, who will be stopped in the backfield. They expected it. This defense will recover, which is going to be a continual challenge for the Pennridge to overcome to win this game.
That's what Coach Muller was telling me, that the defense playing physically is going to be the biggest issue. If you are not able to, both sides also, if you can't tackle, if you're not able to break tackles, then you're not going to be able to get far into this game.
Absolutely.
The 2 big plays that we saw, both plays, there was not many people close to the ball handlers and not many broken tackles. It was just speed right there. So we'll see what happens when it comes to.
All right, in return here by number 3, he picks up some yards. He out of bounds at about what looks like the 35.
Punt taken by number 6, DeMonte Reason.
With a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter, it's tied at 14-14, which both teams have come out with very varying, unexpected offenses. And I predict that to continue. I don't think that any team is going to stick to one set offense like the Rams have all year, which is their strong running game against this defense. And further into the playoffs, let's say Pennridge or Coatesville advances, they're going to have to continue to switch up their offense because one thing is not going to continue to work. Might have worked in the conference games, but now Pennridge is playing more teams that are adjusted and used to playing obviously with D1 players like Shane Hartzell. They're going to recover, and you're going to need to anticipate and be able to call audible plays, more passing plays, and we'll see if the Rams can continue to do that. They've been doing a pretty good job with that already. Throw the number 14 Adam Mossbrook with a touchdown, and then another short throw, which turned into another touchdown. Number 32 Dylan Powell's. See if they can keep that going.
Yep, right there was a tackle for loss by the Rams, and again that D line. Right now, they are playing a 3-4 set.
All right, number 14, quarterback drops back for another pass. Oh, dropped.
Interception dropped.
Almost intercepted there. Number 16, Tim Yancey had it in his hands and dropped it. Bring up 3rd and short for the Raiders. There's Harrison Susi. He's looking for another long pass there.
Again, limiting those silly mistakes. This is their second one now. If they continue to keep this going, then it might favor Coatesville.
Yeah, and like Coach Moore said in your interview, as a football player, you need to have amnesia. You need to have a short memory. When things don't go your way, you can't let that weigh you down, or else you're just going to continue to play bad. So you just got to shake it off, and Tim Yancey has been playing very well overall this season. He's just got to shake that off. Obviously, he's still made, at the end of the day, what I call a good defensive play. He broke up the pass, and that sets up 3rd down for the Raiders.
Yep. Regardless.
Play to lose the ball back. 3rd and 16 now.
That's going to be a tough one. They're going to have to get that. I doubt this will be a run.
Receivers to watch.
Well,
15, Melina Dwayne, and let's see here, number 6.
Number 33 coming straight through the middle. It's as if no one blocked him.
Absolutely.
Phil Piscotti.
Phil Pichotti there is he's a lower classman who's played a very aggressive player, and obviously coming in with a big play after the drop intercepted pass by Tim Yancey. And that's what you need on the defense, just players to pick you guys back up, to pick the team back up, to keep the motivation and the energy just riding in the team. And obviously Coatesville is now set up to punt.
This has got to be a very energized team the way they've been playing.
All right, and that'll be a Coatesville bounce. He picked up at about the 10-yard line. All right, so with 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter, what have you seen so far? What do you predict for the second quarter to come and for the rest of the game?
Well, Coatesville has been pretty stable going into the second quarter now. They've had multiple passing plays. This last drive, they were trying to get it passing again, but they couldn't. The running, they started to run it a little bit, and as you can see, the defensive line has been on point. As you just saw, 33 Phil Pichotti just made a great sack, and I don't know if this D-line is going to give up any running room. They're going to have to depend on passing.
Dropping back to the pass. Bobby Coyle breaks the tackle, scrambling. Short pass is broken up and incomplete.
Bobby Coyle's pass.
The Rams are going to have to adjust to the run defense by the Coatesville front 8, I should say, at this point.
Yeah, very aggressive defense over here. The offensive line of the Rams has to protect the quarterback there. You almost saw a sack at the goal line. Bobby Coyle almost went down, and you absolutely cannot have that. And he was able to get the ball off, obviously. Unfortunately, it was incomplete, but let's see what they come with here. All right, in a pistol formation with a jet sweep off to the right-hand side. Oh, Braden Landhill will receive the ball, or be tackled for a loss of 1 yard.
That does it for the first half. First quarter.
All right, well, both teams tied at 14 with the Rams having the ball.
with 17 seconds remaining.
I'm very amazed by seeing what's going to come. Now we are going back to the sideline here from the sideline.
This seems to be.
Let's see, at the end of the first quarter here with a tie score of 14-14. Rams defense is finally getting a little tougher and held them at that last possession. So they're going to try to go down the field about 90 yards, get a touchdown here, and take a lead 21-14. Back to the guys upstairs.
All right, and as I was saying here, I'm very excited to see what kind of electricity and energy both teams have to pull out here, because very energizing first quarter to watch, very entertaining. I thought that this game was going to be fighting for every inch. Every yard was just going to be hard-earned. I did not think that two incredible passing plays right off the bat for the Pennridge were going to turn into touchdown drive, but obviously that has happened, and Coatesville with a Philly special play and another great pass by their offense. Both teams are mixing it up here, and it's going to be very hard to anticipate what's to happen in this game. With such a close prediction coming into this game, we knew it was going to be close. We knew that it was going to be hard to call, and that has remained true, even with a higher score than predicted. Still, who's going to win this game?
It's been a very, very offensive-heavy game so far.
Oh, absolutely.
And if the defenses are not able to stop these big plays that both teams are getting, they're not gonna. It's gonna continue to be a high-scoring game.
All right, and fake zoom sweep, outside pass complete to Braden Landher, who has room to run, picks up the first down and more. Will cut across, is tackled down at about the 44-yard line. You see right there how they use the weak offensive links by Pennridge to their advantage there. The defense was let in to pressure the quarterback into throwing that simple screen pass that obviously led to a 40-yard gain by Braden Landher. That was just great decision-making on Bobby Correll's part. And that is what I call mixing it up, having to pull audibles out of nowhere. And that is why Pennridge is going to stay in this game.
What a coincidence right there.
Yeah.
As I say, you got to limit big plays. There was a big play.
Yeah. I'm sure Coatesville, absolutely no hate for Coatesville. They were doing exactly what they were. The pressure was on, but unfortunately they just didn't have the men on that side to stop the run by Braden Landher. And Dylan Powell breaks a few tackles and brought down about the line of scrimmage, maybe one yard loss.
As you can see on the prior play, the offensive line is playing very, very physically. One of the offensive tackles came up and set up 2 blocks up for the runner, and you don't usually see that. You usually see wide receivers doing that, but that shows you the athleticism that the Pennridge offensive line seems to have.
And I'm sure the defense was so set, especially with almost getting a sack in the backfield at the goal line on Bobby Correll, that they were just focused with their aggressive D-line on getting in the back and pressuring the quarterback. But with that quick decision, he turns it into an amazing play that gets them almost at midfield with good positioning for the Pennridge Rams for this drive. Now short handoffs are being stopped almost immediately by the defensive line here. The Rams might need another passing play to get the first down to keep this drive going.
It looks like they're trying to play very, very strong up front, so the offensive line is going to have to reciprocate that. Otherwise, number 11 for Pennridge is not going to have much time.
And Bobby Correll, number 11, the quarterback on Pennridge, has been doing a great job this season. Obviously limiting passing off of the 2-8 record from last season into this season. It's been a very run-heavy, and you have to have a disciplined quarterback at that position. When you have a quarterback as talented as Bobby, who just wants to run the offense and make good plays, but he's willing to just slow it down and willing to hand it off to his very strong running backs like Shane Herzl, like CJ, you're gonna get good plays, and you're gonna win a lot, like they have been doing.
Absolutely, he's been very unselfish this game.
Very unselfish, yeah. In an early interview, I talked about this a little bit last week, and you touched on how Bobby Correll had not only played quarterback, but had also played safety for a few plays in the past few games. I had an interview with him 2 weeks ago after the game was over, and I asked him, how do you, the quarterback of this team, an undefeated team in that, are able to pull yourself out of the quarterback mentality to go out there and play safety? And he said, you know what, it's not about that. It's not about me just being quarterback and running the team. It's when you need me, I'm there. When you need a player out there, he's there, and that's what this team is about. It's a brotherhood, and mentality definitely plays a huge part in this and the reason why they're so successful. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do here. All right, pistol formation here with a jet sweep Dylan Powell to the left-hand side. Bobby will keep it. Scrambles to the right. Pass is complete to number 32, Dylan Powell's. Still on his feet, fighting for every yard.
That was set up by a great block by number 5.
The passing game is just going right now for the Rams. They just got to continue this right now. Coatesville came in thinking that their only threat was the running game, and of course that's, you know, any blind fan watching this game would definitely think that the only real threat that the Pennridge posed to any team would be their amazing running game, but
yeah, of
obviously
course.
they're just proving everybody wrong this year, I guess. Their passing game has been on fleek.
They seem to have completely flipped the script around. I'm still a little bit confused how someone can turn around so quickly.
All right, now it'll be stopped short there at about the line of scrimmage. Dylan Powell's there. So, Rudra, have you always been into sports? Have you always been into football?
I have not actually. I only started getting into sports recently. I've been more into the arts other than that, but more recently in the past few years, I've been into sports. I've gotten into sports, and that's the reason that I've got one of these positions right here. And
How is it watching a team like this, just coming into sports and falling in love with the game, watching a team as exciting to watch as this? How has it been being on the sidelines for these games?
Well, I've in the past few years, I've always been in the band, so I've always been at every game, and I think that it's been very exciting. I would often get yelled at because I would get too excited in the band for our team, and but yeah, so I was hoping to be on the sidelines watching so I could get hyped up, and this year I've been doing that.
That is awesome, and this team is definitely the team to get hyped up about. Let's see if they can pull off this first round win to advance to the second round.
Great team to have for my senior year.
Oh, definitely. All right, and then a jet sweep by Dylan Powers to the left-hand side again. I will keep it for himself, scrambling to the left side. Pass is going to be overthrown, incomplete there. That's been working for him mostly tonight. Just the Bobby Coral faking the handoff on the jet sweep, and then going to his left-hand side, trying to get a little lob pass for a few yards, and that has been huge. Obviously to the right-hand side to Grade Lanher, and then for the huge 40-yard gain, and then to Dylan Powell's on the left-hand side for another 25-yard gain that sets them up in the red zone. But unfortunately, they were not able to get into the end zone, so they will settle for a field goal.
Number 11, Bobby Kylea, has been seeing a lot more passing attempts this game. It's been completely flipped, where the running has been very limited this game. There has been very few runs, and rather than runs, it's still been in the backfield a little bit, but it's been more screens than runs now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's been more than the offensive line blocking up front. It's been more of them running out, and some of the receivers too. Number 5 has been blocking in the backfield for the past few plays. Jack Ferguson, he has been blocking in the backfield for the past few plays.
And that just goes down into having players that you can put in any position there.
Jack Ferguson is listed as a defensive end for the Pennridge defense. And that goes back to the exchangeability of the players on the Pennridge team.
All right, 17-14. I bet that Coatesville is looking to put up some big numbers here, especially letting up those big running plays by the Pennridge offense. I'm sure that they're going to come out with something different, like the Philly special. I'm excited to see what they're going to pull out to respond to Pennridge on that pretty dominating play or drive. It's caught about the 5 and will be returned. He has some room to run there, but flag is on the play. Number 8 will return it all the way for a touchdown, but will be brought back by the flag.
However,
Corner.
And number 8, LeBron Bessick with an amazing return. Unfortunately, might be brought back by the play.
Illegal block.
Maybe holding on the Raiders. Wow.
Illegal block in the back. And that's got to be tough for teams. Having a great big play like that and then having it come back just because of a flag.
And last week we saw the same thing on the Pennridge offense. CJ Shoemake had an incredible 35, 40-yard run to the end zone that was putting up Pennridge over Abington that was recalled by a blocking foul. And it's times like that where you can't blame your teammates, you can't get them down just because they messed up the play because, like I said, you have to have amnesia in this game. No matter if you mess up, your teammates mess up, especially with a big play like that and how they were going to return and respond to that big Pennridge drive, and they did. And then, of course, unfortunately, is going to be brought back by their teammates. It's a mental game more than a physical game right now.
I'll tell you what, I saw that block. I'm not sure he would have been able to tackle. I'm not sure he would have been able to tackle the returner, even if he would have got free.
Yeah, number 8, LeBron Bessick, is just so fast. He's got incredible set of feet on him. Took that all the way to the house in about 10 seconds, swerving around the defense. Yeah, I don't think that even if that foul wasn't there, I'm not sure that they even would have been able to catch him, which is the difficult thing. I think we brought down to the, is that the 8-yard line?
I believe that's the 3-yard line.
Wow. Obviously very good positioning for the Pennridge defense here. Run here, and it will be a fumble that will be recovered by number 40, Shane Hartzell, for the touchdown. Amazing defensive play by the Pennridge Rams.
That was a safety. By the... Okay, that was a safety by the Pennridge Rams. They caused a fumble, and Coatesville was able to recover, but it was down.
Play here. And that handoff, you hand off at the goal line, especially with the defensive line as strong as the Pennridge Rams, it's not going to end well. And especially with Shane Hartzell playing in the back there, forcing that safety, that is definitely going to energize the Rams to further play in this game. That is huge. That's a big play.
Pennridge now has a 19-14 lead. And what happens after a safety is, it's not like usual scores where the other team gets the ball back. After safeties, the team that let up the safety now has to punt the ball away to the opposing team's offense. So now Pennridge offense is going to get the ball back, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, they put some more points on the board there, and then courtesy of Shane Hartzell and the defensive line on Pennridge, and now they're going to get the ball back for another offensive drive. Second quarter is looking towards Pennridge here.
That's one of those drives where it's okay for the offense to come back on very quickly. Meanwhile, the Coatesville defense is going to have to continue to stay strong. They've been playing pretty well, but the offense has been...
On the Rams, not able to catch the ball, be brought back to the 20-yard line.
I think what happened there was it hit him by accident, and you had to go and recover it when you didn't want to.
Yeah, that was a weird sort of drop punt kickoff. I haven't seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
All right, the ball will be spotted at about the 21-yard line for the Pennridge Rams.
You can hear our cheerleaders who have been very enthusiastic in the past few games.
Yeah, actually, my first week here on the media team, I interviewed a cheerleader as my first ever interview. She was super nice. Her name is Jordan. Shout out Jordan. And she said that people overlook the cheerleader sideline when they just give such an energy boost. You know, those little chants. It said that it's encouraging to the players, especially when they make a mistake and they just have the cheerleaders there just to say, effectively, keep going. And that just shows girl power in football. Even when it's just guys going head-to-head, you still have that motivation there on the sideline. I think that is huge.
Absolutely. That was a strange play right there. That's one of the rarities where it just hit the back of a defensive back who was trying to cover his man, and just hit the back of him, and it bounced off.
Let's see what the Rams line up with here. No gain on the play. All right, line up in a pistol formation. Running backs all around. That'll be a tight end trade to the right side. And then a zoom sweep. Dylan Powell's. No, they will hand it off. Oh, great. Great blocks there. And number 5, Jack Ferguson, with the offensive line block before he picks up a lot of yards there. Puts him at almost midfield for some good returns.
Jack Ferguson has been playing exceptionally well this game. As you can see, he's been blocking very, very well in the backfield, which is a unseen level of playing. And as you can see, he just had a good run up there, and he's also playing defensive end. He's been a little bit of a horse in this game.
A horse. A
little bit.
I like that term. Yeah, and that just goes back to guys being able to play multiple positions. All right, another pistol formation here by the offense. Bobby Crow will take it for himself and be swallowed up in the backfield by the Coatesville Red Raiders. Both defensive lines just excelling in the backfield.
Absolutely.
Francisco Hall with the tackle on Bobby Crow.
You haven't really been seeing that much from the Pennridge offensive line, letting them get to Bobby Coyle as much as they did right there, and that was very quick. They have been getting to Bobby Coyle, but not very quickly.
Yeah, I agree. All right, and again lining up in the pistol formation. And Bobby will keep it for himself and will be tackled in the backfield again. A formation that has worked very well for the Pennridge Rams. Just the pistol formation where Bobby is able to leak out to the right or the left side to see what receivers are open. Because the truth is, you don't know whether he's going to run it. He could have a jet sweep in front of him where he can hand it off. 2 running backs, one to the right of him, one to the left of him, and in the back. Or he can keep it for himself like he did the last play. But overall, when you have a defensive line like Coatesville who are able to just get behind it no matter what, and made 2 incredible tackles behind the line of scrimmage, set the Pennridge Rams back for is it 3rd and long now?
3rd and 23.
3rd and 23. Obviously, shotgun formation, no running backs in the back. Flag on the play.
And Coatesville call timeout.
Coatesville will call a timeout here. So you said that you were in the band in the previous years, right?
I was.
So what was it like watching the past teams when you were on the band on the sidelines to watching this team this year?
Well, my freshman year, we actually made it to, I believe it was the quarterfinals or the semifinals, one of those, and it was an hour-long bus ride there.
Hour-long bus ride.
Yes, it was very far. We lost that game. That was a very fun season because, again, that was a winning season. But the past 2 seasons have, it's been a little bit of a downer. Again, it's still fun to watch, but it's been a little bit of a downer.
Yeah.
At the end of last season, there was a game where, it was, I believe, the last game, which we won, and we were a 2-8 team, but everyone ran out of the stands and onto the field, and it was chaos.
I remember that game. Yeah, we stormed the field at the end there.
Everyone on P block was there, and it was quite a scene.
Yeah, it just shows the energy that the Pennridge community brings, no matter if the team is down by 40 or up by 50 like this past season. They're going to continue to be energized on the sideline. That's what I love about coming to these games. You see guys, no matter what, they're always engaged in what's happening. And we've seen a lot of that. The Pennridge team has definitely received a lot of support from their fans, from cheerleaders, and sticking together. And Bobby Cole will be sacked again, down at almost the 10-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. This is the 3rd straight play in a row that he was looking to pass and was swallowed up by the defensive line of the Coatesville Red Raiders.
Yeah, the defensive line is picking up their pace. The offensive line for the Rams is not catching up.
Obviously, they're making up for that safety in the previous possession by the Coatesville Red Raiders. That will force the Rams to punt it off.
Well, I don't know about you, but this is a pretty crazy game. I'm enjoying it.
All right, it will be picked up at about midfield, the 45-yard line. Number 9. You get some yards there. He's down at about the 41-yard line, but there's a flag on the play.
On the play.
Number 5, Jack.
All right, number 5 there, like you were saying, the horse on the field with the tackle there.
Seems to be doing everything this game. I will say, usually you do see Shane Hartzell playing like that. He plays linebacker, running back, and punter. So he is going to Villanova, committed, and I'm excited to see how he does there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to see what position he's going to play at Villanova. I'm sure they're going to utilize him in some way that this offense has been able to utilize him. And in that case, that means in every single position. And let's see how the Rams will recover from that. On the other side, let's see how the Coatesville Red Raiders will respond. Oh, and a play action pass to be caught.
Wow.
Up by Devontae Reason there.
Physical play by DeMonte Reason. He just threw his first tackler on the ground and just kept going, but he was tackled shortly after. That shows you the physicality that Coatesville has not particularly been playing with so far, but they are starting to amp it up, as you saw with the defensive line on the last drive.
Oh, and many flags on the field.
Flags on the play.
Jack Ferguson, number 5, was in my social studies class was it last year? Yes, it was. Last year in my social studies class, he was there with some of my friends, and we would be in the back doing whatever. Shout out to Mrs. Shuttle, who was our social studies teacher that year. I bet she's pretty hyped watching Jack do as well as he is.
Pass interference on the Rams. That penalty.
And an unfortunate pass interference on the Rams will move the Coatesville Red Raiders up across midfield to about the 41-yard line, where they will pick up their drive.
That's going to be a tough flag to stay away from, especially going against a physical team like this one. To get there, I believe that one was... It's tough to stay a decent amount away from them when you have such a physical team, because you got to stay close to them if you want to like tackle them or take the ball out of their hands.
Yeah, when you have receivers, especially on the Coatesville offense, like
4:12 to go in the first half. I have the administrative team in high school here. Got Mr. Ott, the 10th grade principal, Mr. Schoonover, the 11th grade principal, and Dr. Cashman, our building principal. We're all big football fans, sports fans, Pennridge fans, everything like that. We got to hold them here and get through this half and still having the lead, and come out and play a great second half. We got to cut down on the penalties and the sacks, but we're doing pretty well tonight. All right, back up to the booth.
Thank you, Mr. Hegen, for that interview. So, Scott Hegen, who was just interviewing, he as well as many of our other teachers are past football players, so he is very excited about this sport.
I'm sure he was very excited about that play right there. The defensive line of the Rams swallowed up the intended running back there for a loss of about 2.
Some fast facts, some famous people from either side of the game. Derek Morgan from Coatesville is a professional football player. Louis Riddick, a notable NFL announcer.
And the quarterback scrambles, and it's brought down by the defensive line of the Pennridge Rams. Something we've seen a lot on the flip side of the field with the Coatesville Red Raiders attacking quarterback number 11, Bobby Coyle, is now flipped, bringing the same energy as that Pennridge defensive line.
This game is so back and forth. It's so hard to tell what one team is exceeding over the other in. Both teams are very evenly matched up right now.
Yes, definitely. I definitely agree with that.
Matt Ortega, coach of the Red Raiders, has a career record of 112-41. He has been playing exceptionally.
Oh, and
well
pass
coached.
is deflected there. Number 33, Phil Pichotti, with the jump and deflection on the pass. There's that defensive line again coming in with a strong defensive play.
Absolutely, and that was a linebacker coming into there. So that shows you the versatility again.
Just the anticipation of that pass. We all saw it and then had to cut back there, like where did the ball go? It was knocked down by number 33, Phil Pichotti. All right, now we'll set up 4th and long. The Red Raiders will be forced to punt here. Oh, and that's going to be a Raider bounce down deep. Picked up at about the 2 or 3 yard line. The Pennridge Rams will pick up about 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining inside the 5-yard, their own 5-yard line. They have to go 95 yards down the field to get some more points on the board in 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
So in other news, Springford and Souderton games. Souderton is up 20-0 right now.
Souderton, wow.
Yes, so the winner of this game will go on to play the winner of that game. Right now, it is looking to be Souderton.
For early prediction, the winner of this game will go on to play the Souderton football team in the 2nd round of the PIAA playoffs. Lining up here, surrounded by his running backs, is Bobby Coyle. We do a handoff off to the right side, and there's Shane Hartzell. You see the speed on that man up the sidelines. He is going inside the 10, 5, touchdown. First play of the game, 95 yards down, is the Villanova kid, number 40, Shane Hartzell. And that's the exact same thing that we saw early on with that short pass to Braden Landher, is when that defense wants to anticipate and all they see is, okay, the Pennridge offense is down inside the 5, let's pressure the quarterback, and they just get that run on the outside to Shane Hartzell. They just weren't there to recover. He took it all the way to the house, pickup of 6 points for the Pennridge Rams. Oh, and there's a flag on the play.
This will most likely be brought back. You can see the players already walking back. The crowd is riled up.
The coaches are clearly upset about this. The ball might be brought back. Again, that just leads to... Oh, it will be overturned.
No flag on the play.
That just goes back to, you gotta just, after big plays like that, when the teammates screws up, when you're in the heat of a game, you can't get mad at each other. And fortunately for the Pennridge offense, the ball was reversed and leads to a touchdown by Shane Hartzell. Now we'll see to the extra point by kicker number 9, Brendan Shire. A game projected to be in 4 quarters 21-20. The Pennridge Rams is now 25-14.
Brandon Shire has been very good this year. He has made the majority of his extra points. He has averaged 55 yards per kickoff.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you have a player like that can get you big yards, especially on kickoff returns, that really sets up the offense, and I'm sure has been a big factor in the successful drives for the Pennridge offense. A kick by Brandon Snyder is up and good. No surprise there.
And with 2:16 remaining in the first half, the score the
Now it is not a 1 but 2 score game, and a game predicted to be a nail-biting fight for every yard play. I'm sure that this game is turning out to be something that no one has anticipated, but we still have 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter, and we still have a whole nother half to play. I would not call the Coatesville Red Raiders out by any means. They can definitely make a comeback here.
Pennridge has distanced themselves quite a bit. They are now at a 12-point lead.
12-point lead.
12-point lead. There is still 1 full half left to be played.
Yeah, which again plays to, we still don't know what's going to happen, so we can't call the game yet. Although it might look like the Pennridge Rams could close this out. You can never count out a team, especially like the Coatesville Red Raiders, who have played in this game for the past 5 years. Especially this team, if there is a team to come back and put some more points on the board and get this game close again, it is the Coatesville Red Raiders. So look out. We caught it about the 10-yard line.
Look at the speed on him.
Turned by number 8, LeBron Bessick.
My God.
Still on his feet. And that's the same player that was brought back by that one call. The same speed on that guy we saw before. We see it here again. The feet on that guy carried him to the 30-yard line and then sets up his team for a tremendous drive here.
Well,
30 yards to go to the end zone.
That shows that you can't count Coatesville out. They have very good playmaking players, and just a few explosive plays, and then there you go, whole new ball game. If they can get a touchdown before the half, and it becomes a 5-point lead again.
Again, they have 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go 30 yards. With the successful passing that the Coatesville Red Raiders have seen so far in this game, I would just say no surprise that they will be able to put some points on the board before halftime. And they hand it off there for a gain of about 4. So after the half is over, we will go to another performance by the marching band and then off to a sideline interview with Mr. Scott Hegen himself. Another run play will gain about another 3-4 yards. Will set them up for about 3rd and 2.
So the Rams this season, to show again how crazy this change is, they have over 1,000 yards rushing and under 150 yards passing.
And Coatesville will get the first down here. Controlling the clock with the running game is probably a good decision here. If they score, then there will be no time left on the clock for Pennridge to do anything, so they will for sure leave at the half with some more points on the board without giving Pennridge any chance to come back with that before the half is over. Seems like the first passing play is going to come here. Across the middle is going to be caught by number 6, DeMonte Reason. You've seen him all night, folks, and there he is again with a touchdown for the Coatesville Red Raiders.
And there we go. Just like that, it is a 6-point game, possibly a 5-point game.
Just like that, they're back in the ball game. Can never count these guys out. I anticipate this game to be the second half to be just as exciting as the first half.
Absolutely.
And I definitely think that there will be absolutely no shortage of guys like Malone Duane and Dante Reason, with the return of LeBron Bessick and number 9 Abdul Sabir Stewart. The Red Raiders have a very, very strong offensive core. Super, super fun guys to watch, super energetic. And the kick is short there. The Rams have about a minute left to work here. Do you think that they can get anything on the board before they go to half?
They've had some big plays, but I'm not sure that the Raiders are going to let them take a touchdown here. I I think they have a chance of getting a field goal. I could see that, but I'm not sure about the touchdown in 54 seconds.
So Coatesville will receive the ball starting the second half. So if Pennridge does not score here, put some points on the board, Coatesville will have a chance to take the lead starting the second half with a touchdown and successful extra point.
Some more fast facts about Shane Hartzell real quick. Shane Hartzell has the second most receiving yards, the most rushing yards, and the most tackles on the team.
And obviously that's not surprising. Energetic player like him, he's gonna lead in practically every stat there is if he's playing both sides of the ball.
Absolutely.
All right, set up to return here is again number 2, Fabian Patton in the back. Supported by number 36, Braden Landher, and number 6, Joey Kaserick. Oh, and this time they will actually kick it off. It was a weird little drop kick thing that they did the other kickoff. 54 seconds on the clock here. The kick is up. He caught deep at about the 5-yard line. Returned by Braden Landher. Picks up some yardage. Will be stopped short of the 30-yard line.
Attleboro Orthopedics at Grandview Health. We keep you moving. From athletes to weekend warriors, our orthopedics, sports, medicine, and physiatry team is dedicated to helping you be your best. We're conveniently located in Harleysville, Colmar, Quakertown, and Sellersville. Learn more at gvh.org/ortho. That's from our sponsor, Grandview Health. Thank you again here at Grandview Health Stadium.
Again, that is gvh.org/ortho. All right, lining up the pistol formation here is Bobby Croyle. Calls for a zoom sweep, and he'll hand it off inside. Be swallowed up by the defensive line there. I would not be surprised to see this to end the half here at 26-20 and see Coatesville come back and take the lead with the first drive of the second half.
Absolutely. That's the way that their defensive line is playing. They're gonna have to. The Pennridge offensive line is gonna have to step up their game here. For the past few drives, they've been. Granted, they let that big play happen, but other than that, this
39 seconds before the half here. The Rams are up 26-20 over the Coatesville Red Raiders. Get ready for a great halftime show by the Pennridge Marching Rams, and an interview with Coach Dan Branch, running back coach and strength and conditioning coordinator for the football team and the boys basketball team. Hope you enjoy that, and we'll see you after the half.
Thank you, Mr. Hegen.
All right.
Well, we'll see what happens here, whether they decide to run it, hopefully get a play sprung like they have in the past. And I would not be surprised. They've had a decent amount of plays sprung, or they could just run a small play and just run out the clock.
And Pennridge is good for a few energetic plays like the big runs that they've had tonight, practically every single game. And the only difference is every team that they've played just hasn't been able to recover to those plays. And this is probably the first team that we've seen, besides Abington last week, close game. This team has done very well recovering from the huge plays that Pennridge has put up. It hasn't really been a consistent yardage. It has just been pretty slow, and then a huge play, and then a huge gain, and then another guy steps up, and then another guy steps up. And they've been able to combat that, now down by 6, with a chance to take the ball starting the second half and go up and take the lead in this game.
Yeah, Coatesville's morale has been exceptional throughout this game. That last play, a drop by Joey Kaserick.
Take them to about 3rd and, 12? So 3rd and long here. They'll line up in the pistol formation. Zoom sweep to the right side, and they'll hand it off again. CJ Shoemake will pick up about 2. 4th and 10. They will punt it with about 30 seconds.
Coatesville still has 31 seconds left. They just had a few good drives. Who knows? Maybe they can pull off another
hey, if they can get inside and put some more points on the board and then they'll get the ball back at half, that is a very, very favorable situation for them. I'm not sure how likely that is to happen, but let's say they get another really, really good return off of LeBron Bessick, sets them up greatly. They can get another inside pass to their amazing wide receivers and possibly put up even another touchdown on the board.
Absolutely. Pennridge's defense is going to have to step up, especially in the second quarter. As you can see, after that very first play, they seem to be shaken up. They seem to have caught up with themselves, Coatesville. Yeah. And now Pennridge's defense is going to have to catch up with them and start to play the way they were at the beginning of the game.
Penn has done a pretty good job, I'd say, shutting down the running game on Coatesville, but so far have just been lacking on the passing game. They really need to lock down the dominating Red Raiders wide receivers in the second half. All right, and here are the Rams set up to punt the ball away here. It is high and short, will be recovered. Oh, and that is out of bounds.
Very, very short punt, giving the Red Raiders good field position to start. That is not good news for Pennridge.
Yeah, the Red Raiders have great field positioning leading in with 25 seconds left in the second quarter. If they can pull something off, that would really, really help them in securing this game. Some confusion on the play with where the ball is going to be placed.
The crowd here is not happy with the call on the field where the ball is being placed.
They're placed at pretty much exactly the 30-yard line. The only other drive started at the 30-yard line, ended with a complete pass to number 6, DeMonte Reason, for a touchdown. Let's see if they can get a similar outcome here with only 25 seconds remaining. They'll line up in a shotgun formation here, and they'll drop back to pass. Absolutely no surprise, and it is caught.
There is a flag on the play.
Pass complete. Number 9, Abdul Stewart.
And there's that 6'1", 190-pound wide receiver, Abdul Stewart. The flag on the play is holding, and again, even though he made a great play catching that ball and gaining a little bit, is going to be brought back.
Other than the very few flags these teams have had, they have both played a pretty disciplined game so far.
Yeah. All right, the ball will be spotted about the 48, 49-yard line. 17 seconds left. I think that at almost the 50-yard line, I don't think that they'll be able to get any points on the board, but it is exciting to see them throw up some lob passes, seeing if they can get downfield at all.
17 seconds, big arm quarterback, 2 big receivers. Oh, never mind. Timeout by Pennridge. I guess we'll have to wait.
Seems that the intention is to get more points on the board. I don't think either team has any plans on just letting this clock run out here. See multiple timeouts used, setting up plays and everything. I don't think Coatesville is just going to let this clock run out. I think that they're actually going to go for it, trying to get some more points on the board before they go into the half.
I don't think so either. I think that they are a very, very hard-playing team. I don't think they're going to let anything slip through the cracks.
I would not be surprised seeing some isolation lob passes to either DeMonte or Abdul Stewart, seeing if they can get some isolation plays with the big receivers over their cornerbacks.
Their offensive line is going to have to hold up if they want some big passes like that, though, because the Pennridge defensive line has been absolutely gnawing away at them.
Yeah, and they know that the Coatesville Red Raiders want to get inside, so they know what's coming. At least we think that they do.
You can see here they have a 3-4 with four defensive backs playing deep.
Oh, and the quarterback will take it himself. Gain of about 5 on the play. He kept it for himself, let his receivers go out to air out the field, give him some space to run, and then he picks up 5 or 6 yards in an
3.
immediate snap. He caught on the sideline. Number 8, LeBron Bessick.
And that is the half. We will take it over to the band and then a
quick interview by Scott Hegen. Bay will be coming out here shortly. Pennridge does have a 6-point lead over the Coatesville Red Raiders, but who knows what will come out of their first possession out of the half. See if they can get some more points on the board, take the lead here, make this game even closer than it already is.
It's already surpassed the amount that was predicted at 21-20, and it's only halftime. Let's see if the defenses can step up and both make stops, or if it'll keep being a very offensive-heavy game.
I don't think anybody predicted this is going to be as heavy as an offensive game as it is. All right, we will see you guys at the start of the next half.
Sail hoist designer Megan Horn, cruise director Jen Lobmeyer, cabin boys Kieran Petrosky, Michael Murphy, senior advisor Maddie Hoffman, topographer and drill designer Bob Yarnell. Marching Rams would like to extend a special thank you to our parents for their continuous assistance and to the Pennridge High School and District Administration as well as our school board for their ongoing support for this and all performing arts programs. Major Cameron and Major Bull, is the crew ready? Pennridge Marching Rams, pull up the anchors and set sail.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's halftime interview. I'm Mr. Scott Hegen, 12th grade assistant principal. I'm joined tonight by Dan Branch, Mr. Dan Branch. I'm going to let Dan talk a little bit about himself, but he's been a staple here at Pennridge for many years and has been a great asset to many of our sports programs as well as our school. So Dan, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Mr. Hegen. How are you? My name is Dan Branch. Like Mr. Hegen said, I'm a school police officer at Pennridge. I also do the strength and conditioning for Pennridge basketball, men's basketball. Currently now the strength and conditioning coach and as a running backs coach with the Pennridge football team.
That's awesome. So over your years at Pennridge, you've been a key factor, from my view, with a lot of our sports teams. With our going back to 2012 football championship team, this year's championship team, the 2019 state finalists in basketball. What do you see as a difference maker for kids when they're working out with you?
I think the buying into what we're trying to build. We're trying to build a team. Coach Barons and Coach Muller, we all emphasize family. We're building a family here. We push each other. I ask kids to push each other to be better every time they walk into a weight room or we do conditioning. Don't settle for being second. Try to be the best and push each other.
There's no doubt about it. You've achieved that with many of the teams that you've worked with. You've been working with basketball for much of this past 10 years, and their output on the court has been amazing. They push each other. They are in great shape. And our our football team has been winning games up front with the line of scrimmage, and that's definitely attributed to you. And we thank you for all that you've done.
A lot of credit goes to the other coaches involved and the kids themselves. The kids, if they don't buy into what you're telling them to do, we don't get that growth. But the kids have been fantastic. Every athlete that I've trained here are great kids, and I can't say anything less than they're just awesome.
Absolutely, we do have great kids here at Pennridge. So, what drives you to do better every year, Mr. Branch?
Watching the kids succeed. It's not about me. It's about the team, and it's about the individual athlete growing. In the classroom, out in public, out in society, I want those kids to grow. It's an escape to get away from reality, hitting the weight room. It's with their second family, and it's great to just see kids come in as freshmen. Some of these kids lifted just the bar, and when they're leaving, they're hitting the 1,000-pound club in the football, and it's just their personal growth, maturity. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Well, I want to thank you on behalf of all the administrators and our athletic director, Mr. Babb, for all the hard work you've put in over the years with our teams. You and I have had this conversation a lot lately, and you know that we love having you here. We're lucky to have you as a school police officer after years of being on our security team, and we love what you do with kids and help our young athletes. So thank you for what you do.
Yeah, thank you. And, Coach Muller and Coach Barons both giving me the opportunity, to do their strength and conditioning programs.
Well, thank you for your time today. We're going to get back to second half action between the Rams and the Coatesville Red Raiders. We're going to pass it back off to Jude and Rudra on the call. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Monty Reason. Fields the kickoff. Takes it out to about the 36-yard line. For Coatesville will start the second half.
All right, and Coatesville has the ball here. The play that could put them in the lead of this game here. They're down by 6, but starting with the ball at the second half is always a super powerful thing that you can work with. Hopefully we can see a big powerful drive here, maybe put some points on the board for Coatesville.
Shaping out to be a crazy game. This is exactly what you want to see from a postseason game. We are currently, I believe, over 1,000 viewers on the live stream, so thank you all for tuning in.
Hey, special shout out to our production team, producer MJ McPhelin and director Tim Grindle setting this up. This is why we had the opportunity to call the game for you guys here, and how you are able to watch this at home if you're not here physically at the stadium. Shout out to you guys. You guys have been doing absolutely amazing. All right, so now it'll be 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line for the Coatesville Red Raiders. And they will hand it off here. And it looks like it will be stopped short, forcing a 4th down.
No game on the play.
So, Rudra, you said that you were in marching band before. Do you wish that you could go back sometimes?
Well, sometimes I do. Being as crazy as this year is, it's a little different, obviously. So I don't know how fun it would be this year, because 2 of the most exciting parts, both competitions and bus rides, were some of the most fun parts. They're gone now because of the whole situation this year, and but they're still having fun. They do have competitions, but they're Zoom competitions. They no longer go to live competitions. Yes, they record them and then send them.
So do you feel that you kind of you're glad that you're away from it, or do you still miss it a little bit?
Well, I miss it a little bit, but like it feels nice to do something different, you know?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, marching band was one of the best parts of my life. I would not like I would not, if I could go back in time and change it, I would not, definitely. Yeah. But this year, it just, as a senior, it feels nice to have less on my plate, because marching band is very time consuming.
Oh, I bet.
It feels nice to have less on my plate, because it gives me more to do. I've been doing a lot more stuff. It feels nice. It gives me more time for hobbies.
Yeah, and it gives you the opportunity to be here with me tonight.
Oh yeah. Fun time.
That is a lot of fun. All right, let's see here. It is Pennridge ball, 1st and 10, and that was huge. What happened right there when they stopped Coatesville with that first play back, that was big. We were talking about how coming out of the half, they were going to have the opportunity to take the lead here, and now Pennridge controls the ball. If they're able to put more points on the board, they will have a better advantage to control this game until the very end. All right, there'll be a tight end trade to the right side, and then a zoom sweep will be handed off to Dylan Powell's. Tackle. Pretty much at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, when I was in middle school, I was actually in the marching band. I was a drummer.
That's very fun.
It was, but yeah, you're right. It's very time consuming. And learning how to walk in the right position, you don't take that much thought process into how to walk.
Absolutely.
When you're in the marching band, it's ridiculous how you see these guys and they're performing. You have to know how to walk backward, carrying a 30-pound instrument, and you can't trip. You can't walk into somebody else.
No.
It's ridiculous the actual work you see into a performance by the marching band. So I personally, coming from that, really just take appreciation to it. I think it's really cool.
Absolutely. As you saw, the performances are very good.
Pennridge will call an early timeout here leading into the 3rd quarter, trying to set up a successful drive where they can put some more points on the board in response to the failed drive by Coatesville.
Absolutely. I will say, marching band, their calves were enormous. Oh my God.
The calves?
Yeah, their calves were enormous. I would look over at the people directing sometimes, and it would just be their calves. They were huge, and I was like, that's what marching band is. It's just on your tiptoes the whole time.
Oh, maybe they could take some possession.
Yeah.
Backs, right?
Yeah. I'd like to see Mr. Fair on the field.
Oh, all you who don't know, Mr. Fair is the musical director here at Pennridge. He advises the marching band. He was never my teacher, but I always enjoyed talking to him on the side about marching band and everything like that. All right, coming out of the timeout here, Pennridge will look to complete the first down. It is 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line. All right, line up in a pistol formation. Number 11, Bobby Croyle. We will see number 6. Jet out to the right. Bobby's looking to pass. Throwing over the head will be Shorts.
Oh,
the crowd is very upset about that one. Intended receiver, number 6, Joey Kasrick, is underthrown.
it looks like number 6 for Coatesville is injured on the play.
Number 6 is the very, very good wide receiver, DeMonte Reason. You've seen him here tonight. 2 touchdown passes, tens of yards for the Coatesville Red Raiders. He's been a crucial part in the offense. Losing him could be detrimental to Coatesville's return and comeback to possibly taking this game.
And you hate to see injuries at all. Like, yeah, injuries are horrible to see no matter what side. As you can see, everyone is silent right now.
Yeah, and with a competitive game like this, as when 2 teams are as physical as these 2 teams, it's pretty understandable that there would be injuries. It's easy to see that there could be, with teams that just going at it head to head. So I am, as sad as it is, I'm not surprised that when guys are playing hard and they're going at each other like that, unfortunately some fall. And DeMonte Reason, let's hope that he gets back up. And he does, and he'll walk off the field. Round of applause from both sides of the audience. We love to see it.
That's crazy how something so small as a injury can bring both sides who were at each other's throats together so quickly.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when someone's health is at risk, football aside, you got to make sure they're okay. And everyone takes a knee and they clap when they're off the field, and that's why football is so fun to watch, especially these 2 teams, so respectful to each other. Let's just hope that DeMonte makes a quick return to the game, or else Coatesville is in trouble. See, Pennridge is lined up in a pistol formation, 1 running back in the back with trips. That means 3 wide receivers lined up all on the right side to the quarterback.
There are 6 on the line to protect. Let's see if one of them goes out or they stay to block, because this Coatesville D-line has been relentless.
Flushing out to the right, Bobby Croyle over the head is caught by Adam Mossberg. We've seen that play so many times. Not the general, the play where Bobby Croyle will line up, fake handoff to somebody, maybe fake pass, and he'll jut out to the right or leak out to the left, and he'll run and just do a quick over-the-head pass. And right there was a beautiful lob pass to Adam Mossberg for the reception, and gives the Rams a first down. It's tremendous passing game so far by the Rams. Right, line up in the pistol formation once again. They'll have a zoom sweep. Dylan Powell's middle. They'll hand it off inside. And there's number 5, Jack Ferguson, the horse.
Gain of 3 on the play.
He will gain 3 yards from the Pennridge Rams. If Pennridge can find a way to get into the end zone once again, this will definitely set them up for a very, very good 3rd and 4th quarter. I think that scoring here is pretty crucial, especially following a good defensive drive on the Red Raiders. Following that up with a touchdown drive is going to just further motivate them to win this game. Overhead pass is, bobbled and incomplete. Intended receiver is a number 6, Joey Kasrick.
I know that you know some of these players. How does it feel watching people that you know?
So I played 1 year of Green Jackets football. It was my first year playing, and last year playing. I picked up basketball shortly after, but I played with some of these guys. QB2 and also playing on the line is Logan McGowan, and I played with number 36 Braden Landher and Phil Perkasie, and I know all these guys, and seeing them grow and playing so well with this team, and especially being able to like watch them and commentate live for everyone else to see is just something super personal, and it feels amazing watching these guys. They've just been doing so well, honestly.
That must always be nice, watching close friends do well.
Yeah, definitely. And Logan was in my first period class this morning in gym class playing some ultimate frisbee. He's getting warmed up for the game tonight, he's telling me.
Well, you can congratulate him next time you see him for how good he's doing.
Well, hopefully we'll see what happens. This play is definitely going to say a lot about what further drives are going to be like for the Pennridge Rams. All right, and they will give it to, and you guessed it, number 40, Shane Hartzell.
Number 40, Shane Hartzell. Took out of bounds. Adam
Shane Hartzell always a threat, no matter where he's lined up.
Yeah, when you hand the ball off to Shane Hartzell, you've got to get 2-3 guys on him, or else he will burn you. So that 95-yard rushing play for a touchdown.
Yes.
It plays like that are sending him to Villanova. That's why he's playing at that level. But yeah, I honestly feel like he is one of the best players on this team, if not the best player on this team, playing on offense, playing on defense, and you saw that very good rushing play by him last play. All right, once again, they're lining up in 2 running backs in the back. And Bobby will take it for himself, breaks the tackle, scrambles to the left, breaks another tackle, and he'll take it himself. He gets the first down, and he's still going and is out of bounds. Tremendous running play. We've seen that in every game of this game so far. Bobby Coyle has found ways to, when he's in trouble, just taking the ball himself, and he even plays drawing up for himself. He's had multiple rushing touchdowns, and here we see him break not 1, but 2 tackles of the Red Raiders to pick up a gain, putting them in the red zone and in the position to score a touchdown. That is a great quarterback move. Let's watch this replay.
I think that's where people get the comparison of the Ravens. I think we have a
little bit of a Lamar Jackson situation going on with our own Bobby Coyle. All right, that's another handoff to Shane Hartzell. Spins out of a tackle, but is brought down.
No gain on the play.
All right, and let's see the replay from the last play. Bobby Coyle. The pure athleticism of this quarterback here. Takes himself for the gain on the play. You love to see it. That was a great athletic move by him. Good decision making.
And until you get on the field as a football player, you don't realize how difficult it is to shake off people as big as defensive edges and defensive tackles.
Yeah.
And quarterbacks who can do that really show off how athletic they really are.
Oh, and he's definitely led this team. I mean, being able to make quick decisions like that is one of the biggest reasons why the Pennridge Rams have been so successful up to this point. And now the ball is placed at what seems to be about the 27-yard line.
And Pennridge ball. Second. Timeout.
Timeout for the Rams here. How do you think this drive is going to work out for the Rams?
Well, if they get a score here, it's going to be very, very difficult for Coatesville to come back. If they don't get a score here, or if they get a field goal, it is still possible. But either way, I think it's going to be difficult. But they would need a score here to at least put it out of reach for them.
Yeah, put them up by 2 scores would definitely be hard for the Coatesville Red Raiders to recover from that. And especially with, we still don't know if DeMonte Reason is going to be able to play, or if he's on the field right now. But if he's in, that will definitely be a factor in whether or not they will even have a chance at coming back. But if he does play, then of course, like we said in the first half, you can never count teams like this out, no matter how low their score is compared to the opposing team. A team like the Coatesville Red Raiders has just been so strong for the last many years, and will continue to be strong. So that's what I'm saying. You can never count guys like this out. All right, and here's the pistol formation that we've seen a lot tonight. Zoom sweep off to the left side. Bobby will take it and leak out to the right. Small pass lob is overthrown. Intended receiver is number 7, CJ Shooting.
How many times today have we seen that play? How many times?
A lot.
And he was open. If that wasn't, he was just slightly overthrown. That could have been another big play. If Coatesville does not figure out how to stop this one play, then I'm not sure if they are even gonna have a chance to win this game.
It's currently 3rd and 13 at the 27-yard line. I'm anticipating maybe another throw play to possibly set them up. Maybe not even for the first down, but of course, with a team like this, you can rely on their kicker. Number 9, Brandon Shire, to get you three extra points if you get close enough. But you don't see that a lot in high school football, so it's a good thing to rely on if you can't get in. Oh, deep pass to Adam Mossbrook is way overthrown. Deep pass.
Good block on that play by number 32. The blocking has been absolutely amazing for coming into this half. They seem to have improved their blocking, and they realized that they were letting up a lot of defensive rushing before the half, and they seem to have stepped it up now.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. It seems a little too close to punt it, but a little too far to kick a field goal. The quarterback is out on the field. Let's see what they draw up for this play. It's 4th and 13 at the 27-yard line, and they will go for it. Lining up in a shotgun formation.
Oh, this
offset running back to the right in there. He's drawing back to throw. And it is intercepted.
By number 9, the receiver and cornerback, Abdul Saber Stewart.
Now it's just a great play, great anticipation. They knew that you're not running the ball in a 4th and 13 situation. You got to throw it, and great prediction by Abdul Sabar Stewart, and great interception that leads to the Coatesville change of ball possession.
Correction, he is placed at free safety, not cornerback. And he is back out for wide receiver. He is wide out on the left.
He'll be stopped short there. 2-yard gain on the play. So now Coatesville's in another situation to take the lead here. I was confident leading into that Pennridge drive that they were going to put some more points on the board, but now obviously change of possession, that interception by Abdul Sabar Stewart has put the Coatesville Red Raiders in a situation to, again, take the lead. Line up in a shotgun formation, draw back to throw. Deep hop fly. Oh.
Just a little bit short for number 9.
It's right in between number 5 and right in between number 9. Overthrown for 5 and underthrown for 9. Right in the middle. That's a tough pass to make, but that was pretty darn close.
Yeah. Bobby Coyle with 207 yards today.
He's got 2 touchdowns, 1 interception so far. All right, 3rd and 8 situation. I'm smelling another pass play by this offense here. All right, it's another shotgun formation with receiver spread all the way out. And false start on the play.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
There was that pass you called for.
We'll probably see another one shortly if they're brought even further back.
On the Red Raiders.
And I'll bring them back to 3rd and 13. The exact same situation except on the other end of the field, obviously, that the Rams were in last drive. And they did not convert. Let's see if the Red Raiders are able to convert. If they are not, then they will have to punt it away.
I'm not sure that the Red Raiders absolutely need a score here, but they would sure like one, because that would make it a lot easier for them and a lot easier on their defense.
Pass is caught by number 6, who is still on his feet. And there's DeMonte Reason. He's back in the game. I told you. He is a big factor in this offense, and it is so good to see him back on the field there making plays, and that conversion for the 1st and 10. That was great decision-making by Harrison Susi. You see his head turning in every direction to every receiver before relying on his very, very good receiver, DeMonte Reason, for the pickup and converting into a 1st and 10 situation at about midfield. Another pass play. A pop fly, which is way overthrown. Is it? Oh, almost intercepted by number 36, Braden Landher, for being pushed out of the way. The crowd here is angry. They're calling for interference.
Number 6 on Coatesville on that last play had a was held by Pennridge. That was a no call. So I think that would help both sides then. There was a no call. If there was, I didn't see on the backfield of the of Pennridge if there was a flag there, but I did see there was a flag on number 6 for Coatesville. So either way, it would have been they would have canceled each other out anyway.
Yeah, I thought personally I saw Braden touch the ball before he was pushed out of the way, so I don't think that there was interference there. But number 6 definitely came in with some heat. He did not intend on letting Braden receive that ball. The ball's moved forward here. Will be placed first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
There seemed to have been a flag on the play on Pennridge that I did not see. Jude, did you see it?
I did not. Okay, handoff to number 3 on the outside. He swallowed up pretty quickly.
With the carry.
It'll be second and 10. Second and 8, sorry, at the 39-yard line. Pick up of 2.
Coatesville is now in great position to try and get points on the board. If they could get points on the board, they could possibly get into a lead now, and that would make the situation difficult for Pennridge then.
Yeah, to save that drive, DeMonte Reason with that great midfield catch and carry up to midfield really helped them. I feel like this drive was crucial for them to put some points on the board. If not, they would have had to stop Pennridge once again.
Just at the line of scrimmage, and the ball is incomplete. Sets up 3rd and 8 for Coatesville.
Now all in pretty good position.
That last ball, I believe it was tipped by number 5, the horse Jack Ferguson.
The horse. I think we coined that term. I don't think he was ever called that before us.
I don't think so.
We're starting something, Jack. All right, here's something we haven't seen much tonight. There is no running back in the backfield. The quarterback is by himself.
Number 3.
Crossfield is,
Number 3 pushing and shoving right through number 17. Number 3 brought in a lot of pressure right there.
4th and 8 at the 39-yard line. And it seems to be the punting team out on the field. What seemed to be a really good possession and situation for the Coatesville Red Raiders to score here has now turned into a situation for the Pennridge Rams to come and score here. I think that a lot of weight relies on whoever puts the ball in the end zone. We haven't seen any score so far in the 3rd quarter.
Yes, I think a lot of weight relies on the both defenses. I can imagine how much pressure there is on both of them.
Oh, great points.
Pennridge got a lucky bounce there, and it went into the end zone.
We fielded at the 20-yard line. Sourton is still leading 20-10. The winner of this game will most likely play Sourton in the 2nd round of the playoffs.
Sourton has not scored.
Sourton or Springford. Whoever wins versus that matchup is going to play the winner of this game.
Sourton has not scored so far in the 2nd half, and
Pennridge has not played Sourton yet this year. This will be their first time meeting if 2 teams were to win.
And up number 40, Shane Hartzell. Gain of 4 on the play. Taking down number 7. Adam
Do you want to know?
With a pick up a 4 on the play. With about 4 minutes remaining, Pennridge secures the ball, and I have a feeling that they're going to try to take it slow here. They've been throwing it a lot recently, and I feel that maybe a few rushing plays just to get some good field positioning would be necessary in order to drive up the field. And Bobby will take it himself, and we see that flip play again. Dylan Powers will be brought down after being about 2.
I think they're trying to run the clock out as much as they can. They saw what Coatesville could do. They don't want to give them any more time.
So what's your prediction for this drive for the Rams?
Honestly, I'm not sure that they'll score, but I think they'll take off a whole lot of time.
And fighting for good field position there.
And number 5, Jack Ferguson.
And Jack Ferguson, the horse, takes it down the hole.
Short gain on the play.
All right, now it'll be a 3rd and 3 situation here. I feel like one of those flushing out to the left or right, small passes.
4th and short play.
4th and short.
Correction, rising Pennridge Rams, first down.
Correction, the refs just adjusted. They called a first down.
And let's take 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. There's the formation here. Look to throw. It's complete to number... Oh. Joey Casterick bobbles the pass and drops it. It is incomplete. All right, shout out to the 1,400 viewers in the stream right now. I hope that you guys are enjoying. It's super awesome to see as many of you guys doing the stream as possible. And again, shout out to the production team for making this all possible. All right, when 2:38 is the 2nd and 10 here. Let's see if the Rams can pull it together to march down the field.
Coatesville have been, in past packs, Coatesville have been District 1 champions 2 times in the past 4 years.
And up number 7, CJ Shoemaker.
CJ Shoemaker with a short pickup there. Slowly but surely, they're marching down the field a little bit. You're seeing small plays, small pickups. It's mostly rushing yards. Like I said, they're trying to pick up just small yards, pushing down the field. And with those penalties, giving them the 1st and 10. I feel that we're not going to see passing plays until sort of later, especially with the, when they were in the red zone after the great run by Bobby Coyle and they were just not able to convert on any of the passing plays. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of, more running that we're going to see by this offense. Clock, all right, there. In a pistol formation here, Jude sweep off to the right side. Bobby will take it himself. Pass is deflected. And they're saying that it might have been an interception. And it is intercepted. It is bobbled and caught by the defensive lineman. You don't see that too often.
54 made a great play there. Or 50, my bad. Number 54, Coatesville, just made a great play.
All right, coming in here are some updates on football games around the area. Sourton versus Springford. It is 20-3. Sourton leads at the end of the 3rd quarter. Quakertown versus William Tennant is 26-7. Quakertown leads at the end of the 3rd quarter. And Upper Moreland versus Archbishop Ryan. 35-0. Upper Moreland takes the lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. Talk about great field positioning. This is the moment. This is the drive that Coatesville should take advantage of to put some points on the board and finally take the lead of this football game. Quarterback will take it himself. He's stopped short by the Pennridge defensive line.
QB keeper there. Taking down number 40, Shane Hartzell. Number 7, Kylea Shoemaker.
See Shane Hartzell there with the great tackle.
Pennridge has to get a stop here, otherwise life is going to get a lot more hard for them.
A lot harder for them, for sure. The defense, as we've seen for the past few games, has really stepped up against teams, especially in the red zone. Let's see if they can hold this Coatesville team here. Drop back for the pass. Pop fly to number 1 is overthrown. Result in 3rd and 9. And unlike Pennridge, Coatesville does not have as strong of a kicker. They need to get inside in order to get any points on the board. Again, we see this crowd getting riled up here. It's a very, very important play. 1:14 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Coatesville with the ball, lined up, shotgun formation. Trips on the right, screen pass, flag on the play. And Abdul Sabur is stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Flag on the play.
All right, let's see what the call is here. We're still waiting on the call.
Okay. Sorry, John. Formation on the offense.
A call in favor of Coatesville would be.
Fourth down. Decline.
Oh, a penalty will be declined. So it will remain 3rd and 9, Coatesville ball. Let's see if they can get a first down here and later push into the end zone. A lot of commotion on the field here, and the ref stops the play.
Crowd is very, very riled up about the refs and the chain crew making a few errors on this play.
All right, it is now 4th and 9, placed at the 25-yard line. They need a conversion here. They'll drop back to pass. Pass is caught. An amazing catch by number 1.
There is a flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Again, this could just be another case of the great play being brought back. We've seen this will be the second so far. And Coatesville already in celebration.
I believe this is on the Rams. Holding on the Rams.
Holding on the Rams. This penalty will of course be declined. We'll tie up the game at 26 apiece. And again, that was the play. We've been saying it all along. Coatesville is going to have the chance to get a lead in this game. And there it was. They finally got a touchdown. They got it into the end zone. Possibly go up by 1 point if the extra point is good here.
That play was made by Tommy Ortega.
Tommy Ortega with a great catch in the back of the end zone. Lineup's pick is number 99. Pick is right down the middle. Coatesville will take their first lead of the game. With about a minute remaining in the third quarter, the Rams need a response here. Will they be able to come back? What do you think?
Well, right now their morale isn't going to be too great, but if they can keep it going, then I think this offense has enough big play ability to take the win. But again, Coatesville, they're also a big play team. It's too soon to call.
Yeah, we knew that it was going to be close to start out this
Absolutely.
game, and again, that just goes back to we never call a team out. And Coatesville was trailing by 12, and of course they have just fought back. That was a huge. Was that a 4th and 9 conversion there?
That was more than that. It was a lot more than that. It was,
yeah, it was a touchdown pass, obviously, in a 4th and 9 situation.
I believe it was. I believe it was close to 4th and like 15, around that. It was a large conversion right there.
The offense making the plays there. We haven't seen too much of Ortega. That was his first reception, to my knowledge, at least. It's the first time that we've seen him. And coming out there, your first catch is a touchdown.
And a great one at that.
A great one. Back of the end zone, over the cornerback. That's a great way to take the lead. All right, let's see if Pennridge can respond here. In the backfield, we have Fabian on the return. And again, we have 54 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Touchback for the Rams. They will start.
And that will be fielded at the 9, or the 20, not the 9.
They'll start at the 20-yard line.
and obviously in push for the playoffs right here. The last time that we were state champions was in 1987 for baseball. So it's been a long time since Pennridge has been in a position to make a serious mark as champions, and the football team, as well as they've been playing, if they overtake this game right here and they face Souderton, they will have a chance at becoming champions in this very, very odd season this year. Shane Hartzell will pick up a few yards there. All right, right here we are probably going to look for a big running play on Pennridge to respond to the great drive by Coatesville. And I would not be surprised if we saw that swing out play, maybe a little flick by the quarterback to the outside running back, trailing him. We've seen a lot of those little lob passes to the trailing running back. All right, play action pass here.
And there's the play.
Deep pass will be almost caught one-handed.
The crowd is riled up about a PI.
We're looking for a pass interference there. Crowd is certainly riled up after that play. We're now looking at a 3rd and 7 situation at the 23-yard line. And Shane Hartzell is coming off of the field here. I have a feeling that this might be a passing play. I gotta give major credit to the Coatesville defense. After all the big plays that Pennridge have put up throughout this game, they've stayed strong. They've fought against it. Their defensive line, even when they've got caught cheating, trying to get in the back and pressure the quarterback, they've still recovered, and now they are leading by 1. All right, and there's that passing play. Bobby Coyle complete to Dylan Powles, who will pick up the first down.
With 1 second left in the 3rd quarter.
As we said, it is crucial. It's not just, they shouldn't get the touchdown. They need the touchdown here.
Here's a replay on that last play.
Short pass there, complete. See a lot of those short plays that have resulted in big pickups by the Pennridge offense this game. All right, looks to be a timeout on the play. Now, I want to talk about what happens. Let's say Pennridge is unsuccessful in this drive. What do we take from there? How does Coatesville respond in that? How will they control the ball afterwards to possibly close out this game?
The way I see it, in the 4th quarter, it is very, very tough for a team to come back with a 2-score. No, it would not be a 2-score game at that point, unless the kicker misses the extra point. But then it would be a 8-point game, so they would still have a 1-score game. They would be in it, but again, it would be crunch time, and it's so close that you can't call either team out.
And statistically, the Rams have scored more points in the 4th quarter than the Coatesville Red Raiders have in this season so far. Let's see if that can continue, possibly put up some more points in the 4th quarter by the Rams, who have remained scoreless so far in the 3rd quarter. The Coatesville Red Raiders have put up 1 touchdown. Obviously, the scoring has gone down a lot from 26-20 in the first half to 7 so far in this 3rd quarter. It's shifted from an offensive game to a definite defensive game.
Absolutely.
So, and that's what we predicted from the beginning, was to be reliant on the defense here. Two incredible defenses just going to be going against the offense. And in the first half, that was just completely not that way. And both offenses have just continued to prove everybody wrong and play well. And now scoring has definitely been slowed down to a minimum. Let's see if Pennridge can convert here for a touchdown.
Pennridge secondary is going to have to play a lot more physical than they did the past 2 drives, because they were allowing a lot of large, big chunk plays and a lot of plays where they are getting mossed, really.
Getting lost, yeah. I would look out, especially what has worked so well for Pennridge in this game alone has been the short pass.
Absolutely.
The short pass to Dylan Powell, that great pickup, and then the short pass by Pennridge are deadly right now, and shut them down. That is what they should be looking at, the short passes. Because as much as they're running and as much as that may or may not be working or will work in the fourth quarter, one thing is definite is that we will see some more short lob passes and possibly even far passes by Bobby Coyle here. All right, lining up in a shotgun formation.
Bobby has thrown 2 interceptions now.
He's handed off to Dylan Powells.
Dylan Powell's carrying the 34-yard line.
We get a pickup of about 2. Dylan Powell's in play.
He's got to watch out. He was making some good decisions earlier. I don't know what's happened. Maybe the pressure's been getting to him. I'm not completely sure what's been happening, but if Bobby does not turn that around, I'm not sure
I feel
how
that
much of a chance.
That last interception on Bobby Coyle was definitely, I would say, more of a great play on the defense than a poor play on the offense. His intended screen play was blocked by a defensive lineman and then bobbled in the air and caught him down. You don't see that too often, and I don't think that that's enough to say that Bobby is possibly rattled or not playing as well as he had. I feel that this offense just needs a general push in the right direction. Just one good drive to finish out this game strong.
Let's see if they can get that going. There was a flag on Pennridge for a false start.
You've seen many false starts this game. Players eager to get into each other's faces. You love to see it. All right, and once again lining up in a shotgun formation. It is 2nd and 13 at the 29-yard line. Drops back to pass, and he'll scramble off the left side and is tackled in the backfield, sacked by number 10. And the defensive line just overpowering for Coatesville on that last play. And again, I got to give credit to the Coatesville defensive line. Their pressure on these past few plays have been tremendous. They've stopped Bobby Coyle from making those short plays and swallowing up, Dylan Powell's on that short run. He's only gotten, 2 yards, and they continue to just put pressure on the offense that slows their yard to carry.
Absolutely, the Coatesville defensive line has now turned it into a 3rd and 22.
All right, pistol formation.
A lot of pressure coming through.
Deep throw by Bobby Coyle will be caught. Basket. Bobby Coyle with the amazing throw. Number 6, Joey Casser. See, that is what I was talking about. A motivational play. It puts energy in the crowd. It puts energy in the team. Now they are ready, and I guarantee that this play is going to be more. This drive is going to end. Is my prediction, is what I'm saying. And after that play, it's going to be hard for Coatesville to stop the energy now that's put into the offense of the Rams.
Boy, well, you're right. Bobby is not rattled up. That was a lot of pressure in his face. He still got that throw off.
That pass was right in Joey Casser's hands. That's just what the Rams needed to put them in good position to score here. Let's see if they convert. All right, and then we're going to line up in the pistol formation here. They will hand it off to Shane Hartzell, who has some room to run on the outside here. Breaks a few tackles, but is down.
Shane Hartzell
Looks to be. Is that a loss or is that no gain? Oh, a gain of 2. Okay.
Gain of 2.
All right, let's see the yards that Bobby Coyle has right now. I don't think that it's updated yet, but then that past that amazing throw is for at least 40 yards. That was just a great play. The scrambling, the find, the throw, the catch. 7 for 19 on the day with 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Oh, and they push the runner up the middle here, fighting Shane Hartzell.
Who else?
Let's see, that entire offensive line was just pushing him forward. They need every last yard here.
They thought that play was over, but Shane would not go down.
You need players like that just refuse to quit, even though it's like It's just a running play, and it would only be for a few more yards. That few more yards could mean the difference between a touchdown and possibly turning over the ball.
Absolutely.
Players like that who fight for every single possession that make teams successful like this one.
We'll see how much they fight for these few yards right here.
Bobby Crow right up the middle, looks to have the first and goal.
And this is now at, I believe, the 7-yard line. So now they have 7 yards to go.
First and goal, 7 yards to go. I think that it would be, honestly, I think that after that great passing play, they should resort to just running plays. They should keep handing it off to Shane Hartzell, punch it inside, and score another touchdown.
We need that offensive line to keep playing physical.
Another handoff to Shane Hartzell. Continues to push, but will be shut down at the line of scrimmage.
Takes to the 5-yard line.
And even if they can't convert, of course, they still have number 9, Brandon Shire, who can still put them up by 2 points at this point, which is something great that a football team can rely on.
Absolutely. And Brandon Shire being the reliable kicker he is.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really, really overlooked position in football.
Absolutely.
Because your entire job is to put a ball between a goalpost. And, you know, a large percentage of games are determined by whether or not the kicker is able to do so. And having a kicker that's consistent, that you can trust, like number 9, Brandon Shire, is, of course, huge for this team.
Absolutely. Granted, this is not the NFL, but in the NFL, last season, 40% of the games were decided based on kicks.
Short pass there is incomplete.
There seems to be a flag
on the play. Let's see if this will move the Rams even further to the goal line.
So, Jude, the flags have increased significantly since the first half. There have been more in the third than I believe in all of the first half combined.
Yeah, and of course I completely understand that as the game moves forward, it's only going to be more competitive and more physical because it goes down to the last nail, what is going to win the game. And when players are excited, and of course we see a lot of false starts, a lot of roughing out there, it is completely understandable why there will be more calls later in the game like this. And it is taken directly up the hole. Oh, just terrific defense there by Coatesville. He's able to stop the run directly up the middle. It could be 4th down and 4, and we see Brandon Shire coming onto the field right now.
This is a huge kick for Brandon Shire right here, and I don't think people understand the pressure put on kickers at times because they can often decide the game. So we'll see what happens here.
With a successful kick, the Rams will go up 29-27 with about 6 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter.
This would be a 20-yard kick by number 9, Brandon Shire.
And the kick is up.
The kick is
high and right down the middle. Brandon Shire converts for the Rams there. And now Coatesville, they have to come back with that. They have to respond. They're taking it easy. Let's see the replay there on that kick. Beautiful, right down the middle. Great job by number 9, Brandon Shire.
It must be so nice to have a reliable kicker like that on your team.
Yeah, definitely.
Bobby Coyle now almost at 300 yards for the game. An impressive performance by him.
Oh, and you definitely needed it. A great player like that needs to show up in this great playoff game so far. And it has been very entertaining so far. It's a 2-point game. This was predicted it was going to be close, and we see it right here. 5:53 left to play. 2-point game. Coatesville ball. I'm excited to see what's going to happen this drive. What are your predictions?
Well, the defense has to come up with a stop, and that's going to be very difficult for them because of the physical and big receivers. I was surprised to see how big these receivers actually are for Coatesville.
Yeah.
So if they're not able to be as physical as the Coatesville receivers, then this game may be pulled out of reach. If there is a score here that would be, if there is a 6 here that's scored, then this game may be put out of reach.
I would say definite player to watch in the Coatesville offense is number 6, DeMonte Reason. Oh, and number 8 on the return. LeBron Bessick, of course. The Bunnies. And the speed on that guy, that is the play that they needed to respond with. Immediate response. A touchdown return by LeBron Bessick. Going to be fast, if not the fastest player on this field tonight. About 15 seconds prior to the points scored by the Pennridge offense, there is a touchdown scored by the Coatesville Red Raiders. Extra point is coming up shortly. Now the question is, after that tremendous play, how are the Rams going to respond?
I'm not sure. There's only 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. They would have to take the... what they'd have to do to win this game, as you can see, Coatesville has been extremely explosive the past few plays. So they're going to have to try and keep the offense off the field. So they're going to have to run out the majority of the clock, leave under a minute left for them. That may even be too much. They're going to have to run out as much as they can and score a touchdown, which is going to be a tough feat for them.
And Coatesville has had the second half that they needed to have. So far, they have outscored Pennridge 13-3. They've definitely won this half so far.
Absolutely.
And yeah, although we do have a great kicker, Brandon Shire, we're going to need a little bit more than 3 points to be able to take back this game. So responding to this is going to be difficult, but you cannot rely on the kicker. That's why it makes it so much harder. A lot more pressure put on the offense, especially the quarterback, number 11, Bobby Croyle.
No way. He's not my goal line anyway.
And they've missed one extra point so far. Let's see if they can convert on this one here.
Maybe the special teams can make a play.
Oh, and this is a 2-point conversion.
That would make it a 6-point game.
Oh, and it is overthrown pass to the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Is incomplete, 4-point game.
So a touchdown would put them in the lead regardless of the extra point.
The Rams need a big drive to come back right here.
I think this may be the game-defining drive right here.
It's definitely an important one because if they don't have an important drive right here, if they don't have a really good drive up the field, they're going to have to give the ball back to Coatesville, who you know is just going to try to run down the clock with running it, the short passes. And then how are the Rams going to have enough time to get the ball back and score again? So yeah, like you were saying, this might be the play or the drive to define whether or not the Rams will take this game.
I must say, the Rams special teams has dropped the ball today. Their defending and their returning has been on and off, really. I wouldn't say actually dropped the ball. It's been on and off. It's been very good sometimes. It's been very off sometimes, with that fumble that led to a touchdown to start, and then the 10-yard punt, and then the, as you just saw, they allowed a kick return touchdown.
Yeah, special teams definitely has been inconsistent so far in this game. All right, returned by number 2, Fabian. He gets a little bit of running room, will be down at about the 35.
Fabian Benid. The kickoff to the 37-yard line. The Rams will take over.
Now on the flip side, what Coatesville need to do, they need to shut down the Rams offense here because they know that they're looking for big plays. They need to score here, and Coatesville knows that, so the pressure needs to be bigger and better than it has been the entire game right now.
I don't think the Rams can win this game with a quick score. They're going to have to take some time off the board.
Definitely. Jet sweep and off to Adam Mossbrook. On the outside, he has some room to run, and he picks up the first down and more, and that's the big play that I'm talking about. And some motivation, some energy in the offense here. Late in the game, you need more plays like that, and Adam Mossbrook has delivered on that run with the first down.
Just one thing wrong with that play. He went out of bounds.
All right, let's see the replay here.
There was some beautiful blocks by everyone on the offense.
That was tremendous offensive line blocking there. Let's see what they come out with here. And Bobby will take it himself. QB sneak off the left side. The gain of about 1. Play that has worked so well over the past few games has been pretty inconsistent so far versus the Coatesville Red Raiders.
Official timeout.
And the officials will take a timeout. Looks to be another injury on the play. As I was saying, as the game winds down and both teams are on edge and just playing as physical as possible, there may be injury that come out of it, and unfortunately there is.
You hate to see it.
You see the stands go silent to await to see if their player is going to be okay. So far, we've had 1 injury stoppage in DeMonte Reason, but he has recovered and is now playing, which is good. Let's see if we can have the same result for this one. And of course, as always, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. When you see a guy on the field, you take a knee, moment of silence, you wait for him to get back up, and then you clap when he walks off of the field. And that's what football is all about.
Yeah, it's just getting right back up after every play. Even people with the craziest injuries, they seem to get right back up after every play.
Football is a competitive sport, and it calls for you to be tough, both mentally and physically. If you get banged up one play, you just got to be expected to get up and try again the next one. And both teams have done a very good job at fighting for every yard.
Not the case in high school, but in the big leagues, if you get an injury and someone who's your backup plays better than you, that's it. It's a tough business.
Yeah, injuries really redefine players. Their entire lives playing football.
For those of you who watched the 50 gets back up, for those of you who watched the draft, there was a quarterback who was supposedly the best quarterback in the draft who got injured, and he dropped to the second, possibly the third best quarterback, only because of his injury. His gameplay did not change.
And of course, you see Slowdick get up, number 50, but he gets up and off the field, and we are going to continue to play, so we hope that he is okay. All right, lined up here in a pistol formation, Bobby Croyle, kind of running back to his left and to his right. Got a tight end switch to the right side. And then another jet sweep to the left. He hands it off to the back.
Hand up Jack Ferguson.
And of course, Jack Ferguson takes it directly up the middle. You've got a little under 5 minutes to play here for Pennridge to get the ball into the end zone.
That's not a good sign for Pennridge. Jack Ferguson injured on the play.
Oh, and another injury, the play directly afterwards.
Correction, it was not Jack Ferguson.
And again, silence throughout the whole crowd, waiting to see if the player will be okay. And that is number 62 on the Rams offense.
Number 62, Eli Cantor. Third and long play right here.
And again, a defining play on a defining drive. Let's see if the Rams... All right, and the center, unfortunately, is injured. The backup is in. And a handoff to Dylan Powell, who will take it around the right side, breaks a tackle, is swarmed and brought back. Flag is down.
Flag is thrown straight into the players.
Flag on the play.
This is against Coatesville. It could set Pennridge up to possibly go down the field to score a touchdown.
Could be on Pennridge.
If it is on Pennridge, then that's another tough thing that they're going to have to overcome if they want to win this game. Facing adversity, especially late in the game, is never an easy thing to do, but I feel like this team definitely could be the team to pull something like this off.
Looks that it might be on Coatesville.
Holding on the Rams, the call.
Holding on the Rams, they will be brought back. You hate to see it.
Well, the bright side is that they get an opportunity, another opportunity at third down. So
3rd and 22. Let's see if we can get another long pass like the previous one to Joey Kasser for Bobby Croyle. Let's see if we can get another pass like that to convert here on 3rd and 18.
Coatesville defense looks optimistic to this point. Let's see what Pennridge can do about it.
A lot is riding on this play here. Let's see what happens. Passing play, he's looking deep. And it is caught by Dylan Powells. And he will run out of bounds for a large pickup, but not enough to get the first down. 4th and 5 for the Rams. And of course,
should they go for it?
I think that they should. If I was the coach, I'd say, okay, there is 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and we are down by more than a field goal. And we need to, we still need to go down 50 yards. See the replay on this pass here. After he scrambled and pressures the quarterback, gets off that pass just in time for Dylan Powers.
And they are going to go for it.
See everyone stamping their feet here in the stands. Everyone's energetic. Let's see what happens here in the.
And Coach will call their second timeout.
Coatesville will call timeout. What do you think is going to come out of this play here?
I think Coatesville is going to. I think they're not going to cover much of the middle. I think they're going to bring a lot of pressure up front, and then they're going to drop back the rest of their players.
All right, sideline.
All right, the Rams have 4th down and 7 with a 4-point deficit here with 3 minutes to go. In the 4th quarter, this is the biggest play of the game. This is pretty much the end of the game. They only have 1 timeout remaining. So this is a win, or get the first down and keep going, or the game might be over.
All right, the Rams need a miracle here to convert on 4th and 5. I think you're right. I think that this is the drive to define the game here. If they don't get this, I don't see them winning this game.
Don't forget that this isn't the last play. They still have to get in the end zone, so this is just part of the uphill climb.
Yeah, it's a definite uphill climb, an uphill battle for the Rams here in order to score and take this game. He'll drop back to throw. Pass is complete.
Complete for a first down.
Adam Mossberg's another reception to put the Rams in a first down position. That is what they needed in order to continue to drive to possibly put the ball in the end zone. Amazing play by the offense. Here's the replay here. And you see 2 running backs in the back. Looks like they're going to run it. Nope. You see Adam Mossberg leaks out there. Cuts to his left and catches a pass for the first down.
Quick update, the crowd is silent right now. There is another injury for Coatesville. It looks to be number 6, which is not good for them. That is DeMonte Reason, who has been a big part of their offense, so it would not be good to lose him. He was already injured prior. Let's hope this isn't a serious injury.
When a player gets injured like that again, it's questionable whether or not he'll be able to return. For the sake of Coatesville, I hope that he makes a good recovery. He's able to play the last 3 minutes of this football game.
Well, the question is, will Pennridge be able to take advantage of that?
Of course, I mean, as awful as it is getting somebody injured, you have to look at the bright side for the opposing team is now they have an opportunity, right? They have less pressure coming on the defense with the loss of DeMonte Reason on the defense. So that's all the more reason, all the more opportunity for the Rams to march up the field and possibly score a touchdown. DeMonte still slow to get up. Hands on his head. It doesn't look good.
He's still not up.
All right, now he is getting up. All right, limping a little bit off the field with the help of the trainers. Number 6, DeMonte Reason, has had a huge game here tonight. Regardless of whether or not he comes back, he has played a huge part in the great game that Coach Will has put on for us today. I think I speak for everyone when we say we hope that you get better soon, DeMonte. All right, on the flip, at the 40-yard line, it will set up 1st and 10 for the Rams after the catch by Adam Mossbrook, number 14. Let's see if they can come together to march up the field the last 40 yards to the end zone. They have 3 minutes to do it. All right, you see Shane Hartzell line up in the backfield. It's not a good sign for the defense whenever you see that. Oh, and a little handoff, and Jack Ferguson, the horse, takes it up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown. The fake.
He had me fooled on that play. I thought Bobby still had it.
I was looking at Shane Hartzell. But Jack Ferguson, the horse, takes it up the hole and into the end zone for a Rams touchdown. That is what they needed to combat the amazing return by Coatesville. 2:44 left to play. Extra point is still... It's not up yet, but we will see about that. That will put them up by 3 points. Saw the replay there. Just outstanding play. That's the exact absolutely big play that they could have used to put them back up.
But this puts the Rams defense in a tough position. But they are energized, so that will definitely help.
Of course, 2 minutes and 44 seconds is definitely enough to score a touchdown. 2:44 remaining in the game. The extra point is good. 36-3.
A message from our sponsor. At Upper Bucks Orthopedics at Grandview Health, we keep you moving. From athletes to weekend warriors, our orthopedics, sports, medicine, and physiatry team is dedicated to helping you be your best. Learn more at gvh.org/ortho.
All right, we just got update 1,732 viewers out there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Obviously, super close game. 2 minutes and 44 seconds to play. 3-point game in the first round of the playoffs. Pennridge versus Coatesville. What do you think about the next few minutes of this game?
The next few minutes of this game are going to be crazy. It is. I said last drive was going to be I said that the last play was going to be the defining drive. Now this play is the defining drive. There may be drives in the future where it'll be defining. I don't know. It's just too close. It's way too close. Also, this just in. Souderton versus Springford, 27-24. Souderton wins. That is the final score. So whoever wins this game does face Souderton.
All right, 2 minutes and 44 seconds for Coatesville to put up some more points on the board. And with the loss of DeMonte Reason, it might be harder for them to convert here. All right, the ball inside will be tackled. Down at about the 40-yard line. 60 yards to the end zone. 60 yards for a win for the Coatesville Red Raiders here. And the biggest thing that Coatesville has to focus on now is moving the ball up the field. Of course, you want to, run the ball so that you can take enough time off the field that makes sure that your play is the last play. But you have to focus that if you're going to do that, you have to put the ball into the end zone. And with the loss of number 6, DeMonte Reason, it might be harder for them to do that. All right, lining up in a shotgun formation here.
Pennridge stops them here. I think that's the game.
Drop back for a pass will be caught short by number 15, who will make the first down and is still up and going. Will be out of bounds. A huge game.
For Coatesville, first down.
And Coatesville early is looking good in the possibility to score again here. In a game that was only supposed to be 21-20, it is now 36-33 with 2 minutes to go with the possibility of another score on the board. Again, super offensive-driven game across the board, and I think that both teams have played incredibly hard no matter what the outcome. And short pass again to the same receiver is caught.
Same
Shakes
play.
off another tackle.
Pass
And is
complete
brought
to
down.
Politi. Taken out at 15, Logan McGowan.
Both teams have 1 timeout remaining each. And we hit 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, just under. No huddle offense here in Coatesville. Harrison Susi will draw back for another pass. It is up. And it is deflected, almost intercepted by the Rams defense there. That would have definitely called the game.
That would have sealed the game. There have been 3 dropped interceptions so far.
3 dropped interceptions. Folks.
That one would have sealed the game. We'll see if Coatesville can use their chance they just got.
I'm sure every Coatesville fan was holding their breath on that one. They have another chance here. 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line to get another first down. Lining up in the shotgun formation. The crowd is going crazy right now. Pass is up, and pass is overthrown. 4th and 7 will result.
You can see Bobby Coyle on the field playing safety.
Like Rudra said, that is amazing. You see the quarterback of the Pennridge Rams, number 11, Bobby Coyle, playing selfless football right now, playing in the back, putting some extra pressure for the defense to seal this game for Pennridge.
A stop here would most likely seal the game.
In this play, everything is riding on this play, folks. 4th and 7. The crowd is stomping their feet.
And Pennridge calls.
Pennridge calls a timeout.
That is their last timeout.
This play will be the deciding factor. I know that we said the drives are important, some plays were important. This play right here, ladies and gentlemen, will either open up an opportunity to continue this for Coatesville, or will shut it down and end in a Pennridge victory, I predict.
If Pennridge does shut them down, they need to keep the clock going, keep running the ball. They can't. I'm not sure that they would pass it if they got the ball back.
Let's see what happens right now. It is hard to even hear ourselves over the noise of the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. People are fired up to see the result of this football game.
This may be the biggest play of the game.
All right, shotgun formation here. Harrison Susi catches. Pass is lined up. It is overthrown and turned over. Pennridge will get the ball. Spotted at the 40-yard line.
Pennridge regains possession. That is most likely the game.
Harrison Susi's pass is overthrown, resulting in a turnover. Pennridge will maintain possession at the 40-yard line. Tremendous pressure there in the backfield by Pennridge, and possibly the game-saving play.
Now it's just got to be.
Washington.
Now it's just got to be ball security on Pennridge's side. If they cough up the ball now.
And of course, anything can still happen. You know, of course, Pennridge is looking to be the favor of this game, but it is not over until it is over. 1:30 left to play.
They look to kneel the ball.
Oh, and that looks like it's going to run down the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Pennridge Rams are at 36. Coatesville is at 33.
Coatesville calls their 3rd and final time.
Coatesville uses their last timeout. They have 3 downs remaining. So I believe that this is the game. Thank you all for tuning in.
And Rudra, I just want to say special thanks. This is your first time in the booth. How do you feel about this game so far? You've been here for your first time.
I honestly got the most exciting high school game I've seen as my first game as announcer. So once again, we won't call it yet because, you know, anything can happen. There's been worse that's happened. Any NFL fans, if you've seen the butt fumble. Miracle at the Meadowlands.
All right, with a win here, Pennridge will play Souderton in the second round of the PIAA playoffs. All right, and just confirmation there that Sourton did win the game. They did, 27-24. Sorry. All right, and looking to kneel again. 3rd and 15 at the 34. Clock is running down. Coatesville does not have any more timeouts. And that'll be the game, folks. The clock runs out. I just want to say special thanks to the production team here. And thank you to all of you viewing in. I'm not sure what the numbers are at right now, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. It's been a terrific time here. I think that this game has been one of the most exciting games I think we've had. It's been a pleasure to watch you guys.
Thank you, Jude. Thank you. Great first time for me. Let's see what happens next time. So, we will see you.
All right, and then Jude Rudra Bengali, we'll see you next week for the second round of the playoffs, Pennridge versus Sourton. You see everybody at the end of the game on the field shaking hands. And although this was a very physical game, people playing hard, a lot of injuries. There's just a level of respect among all the players that you just love to see.
Coatesville still had a absolutely amazing game, regardless of their loss.
Absolutely. All the respect in the world for the Coatesville team, overcoming the adversity and big plays of the Pennridge football team to come back and hold them to it. But unfortunately for them, Pennridge continues with the big play at the end there with the horse. Jack Perkasie there. All right, I think that'll be it for us. I am Jude D'Agostino here with
Rudra Bengali. Thank you all for tuning in.
All right, we will see you next time.
Are we ready? All right, here we are. It's post-game with a huge win at the helm, baby. 36-33. The Rams beat the Red Raiders of Coatesville. Tell us, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like it. A close game like this, it was an all-out war, but, you know, you got to give it up to this one. They've been grinding, they've been pounding. They're what fuels this team.
Yeah, that offensive line under 98-yard touchdown run was pretty good. Yeah, I know you did most of that, but that was pretty awesome. Bobby, career game tonight. Great job.
Thank you very much, yeah. Again, line, give me time. Wide receivers running good routes. So just the ball needs to be.
So we got 4th down and 5. What's the play called?
Outs. Adam ran out. Yeah, to get to 5 yards. Underthrew it a little bit. Dove and caught it. 1st down. Keep it going.
Yeah, Bobby had a great night, probably over 200 yards passing, easily 150 of that easily in the first half. Shane had over 100 yards rushing, I know that for sure. It was a great game, and we're going to celebrate tonight and get ready for Big Red coming to town next week. Out there. All right, let's see if I can find Coach Muller. He's busy. He's busy congratulating his team. I will say thank you very much. We will see you next Friday for the District 1 PIAA Championship game here from Helman Stadium, 7 o'clock Friday night. See you next week.
Oh, jeez.